here we are. There's the beautiful Nancy.
There's the beautiful Ginger.
Have you done something different with the room? Are you in a different position?
This is my sacred space. It just looks different, the angle, I guess.
Yeah, well, for a while there, I couldn't see your apothecary back there.
Oh yeah, I just moved it around.
Love it. It's time for that kind of spring cleaning. Let's shift energies around. Yes. Hello, everybody. Welcome. Happy Saturday. Unusual for me to be on a Saturday, but I love it. I made space and hope to catch the UK people that come in. And they stay as long as they can, but it's 5 hours difference there. Well, It's 4, but I think as of tomorrow it'd be 5. I think they do their daylight savings 2 weeks after ours. So, but Nancy, how are you, beautiful soul?
Well, I am doing better. I got that flu that was going around, and so this is the first live that I've done in a while.
Yeah, well, we're happy to see you back. Kicking it. Well, what we're going to do today, let me even put a banner up. First, we're going to say hello to people. But today, this is Whispers of Heaven and Earth, which actually I should move there. There's heaven, and here's earth. Although, I don't know, maybe on everybody else's, I just messed it all up. Let me see what this does.
No. Better to see you, my dear.
Actually, I'll probably switch back because I like looking at you, but you're over there, so it looks like I'm not looking at anybody.
Well, just let me know, and I will avert my eyes so I will not get dizzy.
Oh my goodness! So let me, this is just being weird today. Stop. All right. Anyway, we are not doing. This has caught my eye. We are not doing vampires, zombies, and ghosts. Oh my. No. Okay. So I thought I had there we are. I thought I had one of these. Today, okay, this is our Whispers of Heaven and Earth, where Nancy gives angel reading, angel messages, the messages that are ethereal and beautiful. And then I give messages from the elementals. So it's the fairies, it's the woodland animals, it's the woodland beings. And you get both. It's a 2-for-1. So, so we're not asking questions of, I want an angel reading, I want a fairy reading. You're going to get both. So with that being said, I don't know if anybody's putting in anything right now, but my phone is being weird. Hang on. I like to catch up with chat on my phone so that I can concentrate on, oh my gosh, are we live?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're live.
My phone doesn't want to work. Oh my gosh. Anyway.
You do have a message from Flower Beauty Peacock Rainbow. She has a question, but she also has a comment about a reading that you did for last year for her.
Last year? Ooh, I can't wait. Give me a moment to see if... There I am. Okay, now I'm here. Okay, so normally I like to ask that no questions be asked while we're speaking, because by the time we're done, I have to go back and find them. So please don't post questions yet. That's a banner I wanted to put up, but I can't have 2 banners at one time. Actually, I could. Well, let's just not. Anyway, I'm losing everything. Today's a lunar eclipse, so I'm being loony. It should be a loony eclipse. Loony eclipse. So I want to say hi to people. Let me get the chats going here. Garnet, first in line. Okay, sending Nancy love and light, but not Ginger Faye. What's up with that? What the Faye, Garnet? When Nancy's on, I don't exist in Garnet's eyes. And I'm just Just
true. That's not
my
true.
heart is bruised. Brendan's here. Got support from Brendan. Nancy's here. Wouldn't be a show without her. David's here. Hello, hello. If you're still hearing us, thank you for popping in to say hello. We appreciate it. Let's see. Let's see. Madame Maruta's here. Hey, how are you on this beautiful Saturday? Or it's partly clouded here, but the energy's beautiful. The energy is beautiful. Flower peacock rainbows here. Hello, sweet friend. How are you today? Kim's here. Hi, Kim. We love your support, Kim. So happy to see you here. Jules is here. Hi, Jules. Oh my God, I realized I don't have my earrings in. I colored my roots today, so I have to take my earrings
You
out.
color your hair?
I did.
Oh my goodness, it looks lovely. I thought
it was getting pathetic looking. Hi, Maureen. Good afternoon to you. I hope you're having a lovely day so far. Silver can't stay long, but she is here. Yes. Yes, no medical questions, please. Today our message is for your highest good. Therefore, illuminating, and I know people sometimes would love a healing as far as, if you're having a medical issue, but we are just not medical intuitives. And legally we can get sued over things like that. So we like to play it safe.
Yeah, we do.
And no legal. We are not lawyers either. And something else we can get sued for. So we try to stay legal.
Spiritual and fairy realms.
Flower, where are you from, dear? I don't think I've ever known that you weren't here in the States. My goodness. All right, so we would love it if you hit the like buttons and share the channel if you enjoy our readings. Nancy and I are both trying to up our game. Nancy's booking almost 1,000. What do you have, Nancy?
I think 932. I would really like to get to 1,000.
Wow. Yeah,
that's my goal. That's what I want.
Yeah. And I used to not care, but you know what? With the rising costs of StreamYard, the cards, the time and energy, it's getting expensive. And so if we reach 1,000, it kind of helps. But Debbie's here. Hi, Debbie. I hope everything's wonderful with you. Yes. I believe Debbie's in Florida, if I'm mistaken.
We have 22 people.
What's that?
Here. We have 22 people here. I have been writing down the names of the questions so you won't have to go back.
Okay, I appreciate that. All right. So, hi, Stephanie. How are you today? Thank you for sharing space with us. And Maureen, did I say Maureen? If not, there she is with a question. So, Jessica Lynn's here. Hi, Jessica. Yeah. Hope you're having a beautiful day. All right, Stephanie, I have you starred. Maruta, I have you starred. Sharon's here. Hi, Sharon. Yeah. How are you today, my love? Oh, my goodness. So let me see. Let me get count out. We have Lois here. Hi, Lois. Thank you for coming, sharing space with us. I hope everyone's weather is just beautiful, sunny.
And she's here.
A little bit of breezy would be nice. Jules, I have you starred. Karen's here. I owe Karen a reading because she couldn't stay last was it Thursday night? So Karen, if you want to put your question in, I'll make sure you get read today. Okay, Maruta says it's just starting to rain, but I love those gentle, soft rains. Oh, Karen did put it. Sorry, you did put a question in.
We had a gentle, soft rain earlier today. Now it's sort of cleared off, but spring has sprung and all the beautiful bulbs are coming up, and
Oh, I
the
know.
violets. I love the wild violets. They're so beautiful.
Oh, thank you, Karen. Thank you. And Angie's here. Hi, sweet friend. How are you today? Oh my gosh, how is weather up there? We have a lot of pollen right now, so I'm a little, you'll start hearing me as I go along. The allergies get to me. I feel like I get swollen. I feel like my voice changes as I go on because I start talking, your throat gets dry. Hi, Amanda. How are you, sweet friend? Feeling a little delicate today. Oh my gosh. Well, let's send Amanda some wonderful love and healing. And we're going to do a little meditation when we get, before we get going in. Flower, you're in India.
Yes.
Nancy, please make a note of that. I wanna remember that because my old lady brain's not remembering.
I knew that, but I have. Do you want me to read off who I have?
In a moment.
Okay.
What we'll do is I'll read it off, and then if I've missed somebody.
Okay. Oh, all right.
Yeah.
You're so organized, Ginger. I tell you what.
You know, I try. I really do try.
It's that working woman vibe that you have.
Angie's out in the car listening in, so please be safe. There are crazy people out there. Yeah, I am so sorry. You know, that live went on 2.5 hours, which is unusual for Ivana and I because we both work, but we didn't want to let anybody not get a reading. So we're getting more people wanting readings, which we're very blessed. We're very blessed. And I like to get to everybody, but I think there's a point in time where we might, we're thinking about doing one card readings when it's past 2 hours because, oh my gosh. So Dex Tros, love it. Love it. Welcome back, Dex.
Oh, and Alexis is here.
Lexi's here. Okay, hang on. I'm not quite there yet. Oh, Dex is having thunderstorm. I love a good thunderstorm as long as we're all safe.
I do too. I love
Kim,
it.
yes, I do have you starred, sweetie. Okay, Silver. All right, we'll do what we can. See. All right, Ocean, I got you. I know time is flying, and it was a couple days ago, which seemed like yesterday. Debbie has just finished some gardening, and she's under a tree relaxing. Oh,
I love
thank you
that.
for checking with us. If you like if you have a question, go ahead and put that in. I'd love to read for you. And then Debbie, Debbie just put a question in. I must be psychic. Hey, Lexi. Welcome back. I love having you in my space. It's wonderful. And then I hear that you're going to go to the Halloween party this year. I hope to see you there. That'd be a lot of fun. Be a lot of fun.
Yes. Yeah, she and Zoe are going to be here. So.
And Jules loving your colorful lights in your space.
Yes. I like bling. What can I say?
I put a blue light behind me because this wall up here is white and it just looks horrible for me. So I thought if I put the blue light on, you know. All right, Diamond, I have you starred. I can't believe I'm not through with everybody here. I'm nearing the end of the hellos and yeah, well, we're going to have to start doing something like that. So.
Not really, Maruda.
Silver, many blessings to you, and pop in again, and we'll for sure give you a reading next time.
Yes.
Let's see. Amanda says sun's popping out here and there in Seattle. Lexi can't wait to go to the party. Liz is here. Hi, Liz. How are you today? Thank you for coming, sharing space with us. I'm at the end of our list. Okay. Maureen says it's going to be raining all week there.
Yes.
We do need rain here, South Carolina, and now Nancy's North Carolina. We have so many wildfires.
You do too, yeah.
I ask that everybody just please put out love and prayers, because last I checked, and that was 2 days ago, over 10,000 acres just in our one fire. Um, and, it's continuing to burn. And it's a really sad situation. We have these warnings that come up when it starts getting breezy of please don't burn any brush or leaves. Even it's the leaves, really. Sometimes burning wood is okay, but the leaves just fly. And unfortunately, this woman, she was burning her stuff, and she didn't even have a water hose
on a no burn day. I mean, the notifications are all over the place.
They really are.
Because we've got high winds. Well, we don't
Yeah.
today.
Right.
We have, and all it takes is a spark, right?
Whoever is pressing the little heart button, sending hearts and love. I love it. This is so fun to do that.
Yeah.
I love that feature. All
did
right.
You see Liz also wants a message?
I'm sorry?
Liz also wants a message? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah. All right. So let's put Maruta's thing up here, asking Michael, Gabriel, Ariel, and Barakael to help put out the fires and keep safe. And also calling upon Apollo. He is the Mr. Sky God in my mind. Mm-hmm. I call on him many times to keep the rains away from events like special needs, Special Olympics, and things like that. Mm-hmm. But I am calling upon him as well to bring the rains because supposedly we're supposed to have a really breezy, at least Saturday for sure, weekend. So, all right, it's almost 20 after. So what we're going to do is in a moment, I'm going to read off the list, and but Nancy has this beautiful reading she got this morning, and she feels that would be lovely to read, and she read to me, and I feel it's lovely to read for the collective before we get started and before I do a grounding, and I'll have her do that before I do the grounding meditation and calling in love, light, and protection. So Nancy, would you like to read that right now?
Oh, okay. This is something that I drew for myself this morning, and it is called Sitting in the Power.
Ooh.
And I wanted to read it to you all. When learning to connect with the other side, it's essential that you make time to get to know your own spirit. If you're randomly have pulled this card, then Spirit is calling you to take time now and to sit in your own power. It's time for you to consciously focus on your own inner light and tap into the unlimited spiritual power within you. Take a moment to close your eyes and imagine you're slowly and gently breathing in light. Allow that light to fill your physical body, letting it expand your own energy and aura. Continue to breathe in this simple manner, allowing some time to sit and be in the expansion of your own loving light. Keep it simple in the beginning as you develop this technique, allowing time to get comfortable with this practice. Notice whether you feel energy in certain areas of your body or chakras. Do you see images in your mind? Do you hear sounds or music? Moments of profound silence are to be expected and are quite normal. By devoting the time to this breathing meditation, it will help expand your awareness and allow your psychic abilities to grow and flourish. It will help revitalize your body, mind, and soul, bringing you to a place of balance and harmony. Once you learn to tap into your own spirit and power, you can access it anytime you wish. And I just thought that that was very helpful to me. And I just wanted to share it with you all because we can tap into
Beautiful.
our guides and
Mhm.
angels and ancestors, but it's important to tap into ourselves.
Yes. Many years ago, I used to think only, the psychics at these fairs and James Prague were the only people who can communicate with the angels and guides. And my I started pulling tarot and runes before I realized I could to connect with the guides first. And I mean, I was still on point and all, but once I learned to connect with spirit guides, angels, whomever wishes to help us, we all have that ability, and it's something to practice. And through these trying times, I think it's very important that we do connect with our guides and angels, because now more than ever, we kind of need those little nudges, and
Yes.
and they come through our thoughts. You don't have to hear them in your ear. When you have a thought out of nowhere that makes total sense, or more of an aha moment kind of thing, um, that's your spirit guide speaking to you.
Yes.
So, speaking of which, let's do a little mini meditation to bring in our guides and our protection. And so I invite those who want a reading, or even those who want to have a message heard through another's readings, we invite you just to close your eyes, take a deep breath, and I asked that Archangel Michael come in our presence in the infinite intelligence of the white light of protection. May this protection surround us, each of us in chat, those who ever watched this video, in our homes, in our hearts. May we always be protected from lower energies and lower energy beings. I'd like to ask everybody to call in their guides right now. Give them permission to connect with our guides, the angels, the elementals. Give them permission to have a chat. And that may the most profound messages come through Nancy and I to give to you today, to carry on. And maybe throughout the week, also give you messages in your thoughts, in signals, messages for your highest good. So I ask you to be open and aware and receptive to these messages. We ask all this with blessings, and we ask to be grounded with Mother Earth each and every day. And I ask that you, as you're grounding, send Mother Earth love and healing where she needs it most. She needs it very much right now. Big breath in. Don't forget to breathe out. And there we are, lovely friends, sweet souls.
Beautiful, Ginger.
Thank you. All right, so let me think. We have a question. Great question. How do we know a thought is coming from them and not our own soul? If we have an aha moment, I can't have a true. What the answer I'm going to give to you just makes sense to me. That when I'm just doing a daily thing and a random thought comes in that seems very important, because I'm not thinking about that right now, but it comes in anyways. For me, I believe that that's your angel guide, even your soul. Your soul is an ethereal presence. So that's how I believe that they are speaking to us. If it's a thought that comes in when you least expect it, even the thoughts when you ask a question, if you have a thought that comes in that could be the answer. If you feel like it's your ego, ask your ego, step aside, please, for a moment. and then tune in and ask how this thought makes sense to you. But yeah, that's my story, and I'm going to stick to it. It just makes sense because um, a thought out of nowhere when you're busy doing something else, to me,
Mhm.
is a guide speaking to you. Hi, Pamela. I thought you found my life before. Could it be a while? Or, oh, you know what? It could be when we're in either Allie's live or since I get Jean. So, hello, Pamela. Welcome. If you have a question today, and for those who have just popped in or popped in a little bit later, today we are doing Whispers of Heaven and Earth. Today you will get both messages from both your angels and the elementals today. Nancy will bless us with messages from the angels and the ethereal energies. And I will be doing messages from the elementals, which are fairies, woodland creatures, woodland beings, and earthly beings. So that is what we're doing today. And with that, I'm going to segue into who I have starred. I've certainly been in here. Okay, it has been a while, Pamela. So welcome back. Thank you for spending the day with us and sharing space with us. So if you have a question, go ahead and pop it in, Pamela. All right, today I have Flower Beauty Peacock Rainbow from India. And let us know if you're not from the States. I'd love to know where you're at. And even when you're in the States, I would love to know where everybody's catching us from. All these time zones. Oops, I didn't mean to show them, but I'll show. Kim, I have Brendan, Maureen, Stephanie, Maruta, Sharon, Jules, Karen, Debbie, Diamond, Liz, and Polly so far. So let me look over here. Okay, so that's who we have so far.
Okay.
So yeah, I think we should get started. It's almost 3:30. Okay, and then I'm also going to step up a moment and turn my fan on. I had to close my window. Number one, it's oddly humid today, but the traffic on this corner is horrible. But I love the fresh air. So okay, so Karen is first because Karen, bless her, we were on for 2.5 hours the other night and she was hanging in there. And please do know this. We have 13 people requesting messages today. 13 people does not take 13 minutes. We try to give in-depth readings, and so we just ask for your patience. We have you on the list, and we're going to do our best to get to everybody today. So, but Karen hung out for, I think it was 2 hours and 15 minutes, and she just had to go. So I promised her that she would get a reading next time she popped in.
Yeah.
So then so a reading from her mom, Ellie, or her guide. So today, Karen, if you don't mind, we'll do your guides because this is for, heaven is heaven messages. But we're not doing mediumship readings today, so we'll give you angel and elemental readings. But I will be on again soon with Sun Psychic Jean, and we'll definitely do some mediumship readings then. So, all right. With that being said, oh, she is a guide, Karen. You know that. I love it. Okay. So I know Nancy's been busy shuffling and stuff. So when you're ready, Nancy.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to mute myself. This is a noisy deck.
Okay, Karen. The first card that I have for you is what you have right now regarding your angels. You have angelic protection, always. Um, when you're facing something that is particularly challenging, remember to call on your angels for protection, your guides and your ancestors. But you have a guardian angel that is always with you. It never leaves you. And I always, my guide is Archangel Michael. And whenever I'm traveling, I always ask for his protection. If there's, something going on, I always turn to him, and I know he's there. He's kept me safe, but they love it when you call on them, and I speak out loud. They like it when we recognize them out loud. Your opportunity is, I'm going to have to read this. This is a message from Archangel Gabriel. And the reason I'm going to read this is because these are channeled messages by the creator of this deck. And this is your opportunity. And this is what, let me see. Gotta get to the right one here. You have grace. Gabriel wishes you to receive the heavenly gift of grace. This is always given when we most require it. Therefore, consider how you may have miscreated an aspect of your life and are therefore experiencing an absence of this divine elixir. Gabriel is asking you to unfold your wings and fly like a swan to cleaner water. There you will sample a renewed state of being, sensing the purities of life and truly recognizing your soul as a gift of grace. Chant Om 3 times and you will feel grace surging through every neural pathway. And I love that for you. That's so powerful. And the message from your ancestors is they're talking about the violet flame. Burn away what is no longer needed. You are holding on to something you don't need. You don't need to be holding on to, and so you need to search within, check with your higher self, and let it go. And that's what I have for you.
Okay, hi Karen. I'm excited. Okay, Karen. All right, so I decided to get a fairy deck I haven't used in a while, and I don't know why. But I didn't get a chance to actually look in here. Okay, so this is called 10 of Summer. That's like having the 10 of Cups, the beauty of having people who are near and dear to your hearts. That's what this card means. I'm going to read on here. It says an emotionally fulfilling life with family and or friends. So being around the people who you hold dearest to your heart, I think, and since this says summer, going from spring into summer, I feel like you're going to have a lot of connections and reconnections with people that mean so much to your heart, spirit, and your soul, and family, and just someone with a love connection to your heart as well. I love this. That's a beautiful image. And my next one, you get the fairy stallion. Look at her. She is ready to go. She's going. She is telling this horse, which happens to be a white horse. That's a very spiritual freedom type of energy. So this spring through summer, I feel like you're going to have this spiritual freedom. I feel like maybe there's been little bit of a stuffiness with you, not a horrible one, just a little bit where you could quite take a full deep breath. And I feel like it's coming. These days following here are coming where you can take that breath. Go where your heart leads you this summer. Do a wonderful vacation, even if it's a staycation, something that's very good for your spirit and your heart. So I love this energy here. And then from the elemental deck, I have rejuvenate yourself. This says know your limits and allow them to guide you. Limitation can teach you to take better care for yourself. You have full permission to rest and to stay no. So this is about putting up personal boundaries for some people who love you and your energy, but not realizing that they're stealing some of this energy from you. So definitely, it's okay to say no. You can do it in such a respectful and loving manner to say, I'm afraid I don't have time this time, but maybe the next. Or, yeah, I love this energy. And this big fish that's in front of this elemental, she's definitely a water elemental. I want to say like a woodland mermaid. So definitely abundance is surrounding you. And you need to be freeing your mind and your spirit to be open and receptive to it. And the last elemental card is it's the fire cat. Ignite your inner flame. Look at this. Oh my God, that is too funny. Ignite your inner flame. I hope the cat's tail's not on fire and just that fire source. But you know how they say, light a fire under your tail. So I just feel like your spirit is ready to go, ready to fly. And I think the spring and summer energy is perfect timing for you to do so, Karen. So I hope you love that story as much as I loved giving it to you. I just see this beautiful, beautiful energy. And oh, by the way, I have back to this card. There is definitely two people who are up in heaven looking over you, watching you. And I'm just feeling tingles right now saying so. So be open and receptive to their energy and their messages. So there you go, sweetheart. That's what we have for you today, Karen. Oh, okay. Let's see. I just quickly going through.
And some psychic Jane popped in.
What?
Yes. Yes.
Oh, love it. Love it. I will see you tomorrow, Jean. Okay. Wow. So love that energy. Mom and sis, they're watching over you every step of the way. And I believe they're guiding you onto this beautiful spiritual freedom energy. And then I also saw a couple people popped in. We have a dragon
queen.
Dragon queen popped in. I have you starred. And then Tasha. Tasha didn't get a reading last time, so Tasha, you'll definitely get your reading today. Let me just start it. Okay. All right. So I'm going to get to the next person here, and then what I'll do is start my cue list. So we have Flower Beauty Peacock next.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to mute myself. So give us a moment, Flower. That wasn't a question. That was a comment. So they were, oh, good. For this year too. Okay. Wow. I'm so happy. Of course, I don't remember that reading. It was a year ago, but
yeah.
Thank you for that feedback, that
yes,
vote of confidence for me, Flower. Thank you so much. So another career.
I'm ready. Flower Beauty, Peacock. I love your name. It's so beautiful. It's so just. I get all these images in my mind when I read your name. Um, what I am getting, two of the cards that came out are talking about your ancestors. And the first one is listening to the ancestors. Inherited patterns, traditions, integrated wisdom versus knowledge. Whoop. And I love this card for you because we are all a part of the ancestors that came before us. And your ancestors are watching you. And I am feeling that they are very proud of you, what you have accomplished. And you want to tune into them, and you want to honor them. Um, because of them, you're here. And a lot of who you are is is who they are too. And so they are calling to you. The second card that I got, and then I'll do the third one that I pulled, is the message, is from a cherubim, which was kind of like a type of angel, but it's create your own story. And this is also about ancestors. It's nothing is set in stone. You are the co-creator of your life. The circumstances you have experienced up to this point have been linked to the choices you've made and the karma of your ancestors. Now is a pivotal time for you to begin moving into a space where you can create a story that's more aligned to your needs and ultimately the calling of your soul. And the activation is I recognize my ability to direct the experiences of my life. So these two cards are regarding ancestors, Flower Beauty, and I think it's very important that you address this, that you spend time meditating with your ancestors and open yourself. Always ask for protection. Call on Archangel Michael before you communicate with your ancestors, and be open to their messages. They may come to you in a voice in your head that you hear, or when you dream at night. The final card that I got for you is from the Sufi Tarot, and it's number 9, the Dervish. And this is the Hermit card. And I think this goes along with the ancestral theme of the reading that I got for you. It is very important for you to withdraw and embrace your spirituality. This person is in a cave, but you see the light coming in through the crevice between the rocks, and he is spending time alone with his higher self, with his ancestors and his guides and his angels. And that is where, when you do that, when you draw yourself apart and spend time alone, that is when they can really, really communicate with you. And I'm getting that it's very, very important for you to do this. And that's what I have for you.
I thought I was still on mute. It's a good thing I wasn't talking to myself.
Well, well, that would have been interesting to hear, though. Yeah, yeah.
Oh my goodness, the things I talk to myself about. Okay. All right, so where are we? I'm so busy making notes for our next peoples.
Flower Beauty.
Yes, okay, thank you. It's like, did we read for her? Okay, so you're looking for a different job this time, Flower. Interesting. Okay, so let's see what the energy of a different job is. Let's see. So, wow. Interesting messages. So sometimes, you know, when it's a tarot card, I don't usually read down here because I don't want it influencing. But I happen to read it this time. So let me read that first. This is Queen of Winter by the by the chance by the sun. All right, it's gonna be one of those days. All right. So queens. First, let me talk about queens. Queens are about setting up space for themselves, setting up that space to be more open and receptive, setting up space to that honors you as a queen energy. So let me just start with that. Queen of Winter here, which is like Queen of Swords, they're the ones that use their intellect, but they use their intuition in helping make very important decisions. So this card says, let go of things that no longer serve you. Now is the time to focus on your career. So I thought that was very funny, is why I'm trying to read this to you. So definitely you're working on wanting a different job this year. And so as I'm sure I said in the past, make sure you are focusing on what need to be met in this new job, what kind of people you want to work with, what kind of work you want to do, but be very specific with your manifestations. Now, the Queen of Swords also has a tendency to speak harshly without realizing it. So now is the time, especially looking for a new job when you're doing your interviews, choose your words wisely. When you're doing an interview, make sure you are honoring yourself and not what you didn't like in the past jobs, but what you can bring to this new place. The next one is the Lover's card. So when we're talking about career, this is a good sign that this next job you're looking for, you're going to find that connection that's right and true for you. And this could be in that new boss, that you connect with that new boss. They get you, and they really are excited to have you. And it could be coworker that you connect with, you work well with, you're paired up with somebody, and the two of you become like, you know, a force to be reckoned with. So there's a really good sign here. And what I liked about this image, I'll hold it up without wiggling it around. This is like opposites attract here. We've got this elemental being who is kind of in his emperor energy, and this is you, earthly being, in your queen energy. So that would be like bringing two opposites together to work to do this job in a very unique way. So your next one is Dragon's Flight. Explore new possibilities. So maybe look for a job that you're not normally looking for. Something very unique. This is like something unique. If it comes to you, really think about it. And maybe it's something that really lets you spread your wings and fly forward. This is a beautiful dragon, by the way. So I love that. Explore new possibilities. So yeah, try not to look for the norm. See what's out there. What, just ask. Okay. I love this affirmation. Ask your guides to assist you in leading you towards the open door of opportunity that is for your best and highest good. But also ask that they assist you in recognizing this opportunity so you don't miss it. Your next card says it's time to act. You don't have to know everything in advance. Take the first step and watch it unfold. You can deal with whatever your path reveals because you are ready. So I feel like maybe you're the type, it's like you can do anything when it comes to comes in your path, that anything that you're asked of, even if you've never done it before, you'll be awesome at it. This is another underwater elemental, so it's all about going with the flow, trusting your intuition. So that's what I have for you, Flower Beauty. I hope that story resonates with you, and I really do wish you well on this new adventure. And yes, do please keep me posted again. I love that. Thank you. Okay, wonderful. So Kim is next, and then I'm going to put it in the queue. Who's next after that? So
Amanda Carroll also said she would like a reading. Did you see
yes,
that?
thank you. I have you starred, Amanda. I look forward to reading for you. That'd be awesome. It's been a while. All right, then. Okay, Kim, are you here, Kim? I'm going to start calling roll because some people come in and out. Of course, we do love it when you're present. Love the energy, reading the energy. And then, are you ready?
Kim's here. Yes.
Perfect. Okay.
Kim, the cards that I drew for you, the first card is the Empress, and her name in this deck is the Shabanu. And if you look at her, she's sitting in a garden, and she is surrounded by pomegranate that are on trees, and then there are trees behind her. And this is a card of kind of opulence, you know. I mean, she's doing well, but the meaning of this card is in this particular deck is regarding self-love. And I think that your angels and guides want you to take the time to truly love yourself. You nurture other people, you love other people, and it's very important for you to go within and love every part of yourself. You know, it isn't always easy because it's kind of like we know all about ourselves, you know. But if we don't truly love ourselves, we can't love other people. So it's very important to nurture yourself, to take time for yourself, to rest. And the second card that came out for you is to create space. You need to create space for yourself and take the time. This is very, very important because it's coming through on both cards that way. And if you'll notice that, look at the light that's in both of these cards. The final card that I drew for you, Kim, is Speak Your Truth. And when you spend time with yourself and you embrace yourself and love yourself, just look at this. You've got your arms thrown wide. I see some ancestral messages in this, but the light is in all three of these cards. And this one is Speak Your Truth. As you speak your truth, also contemplate your truth and what you are here for. That's where the creating space is when you get all worked out, when you nurture yourself and you create a space, a precious space for yourself, then you pretty much have it all, and you can grow spiritually and be the person that you were meant to be in this lifetime. And that's what I have for you, Kim.
Trying to unmute, and the internet got in my way.
Oh.
All right. So Kim, here's what I have for you. Loving this energy. This is Two of Spring. So, Two of Spring. Let's see. Spring is like an elemental, earth element in this deck. And so this is about you working on your abilities to manifest. This is about balancing adulting and playtime. you're not doing enough playtime is what I'm getting through here. This spring, I think, because this says spring and we're at spring, I think that's a double dose of spring energy for you. So what is blossoming here in your mind and in your heart? And it's time to put those two together and plant those seeds and get them um, nurture them and get them going, because it's a perfect time for you to be manifesting. Um, your next one is the moon card. So, oh my gosh, we're in the new moon eclipse energy right now. So very mysterious, very mystical. So you might want to do a little ritual tonight or within the next day about your manifesting. Write it down, because in here there's like a portal here. Look at this card real quick. Okay, so I feel like now during this time, and because she has antlers, now is your most receptive time to be communicating with the not only the ethereal realm, but the earth realm as well. Doing earth, well, the word magic was about to come out. I'm going to say it anyways, earth magic. So just blessing the earth, sending Mother Earth, Gaia, love and healing to her, and in doing so, things start blossoming up again. So I feel like this is a really strong time for you to be manifesting right now. We have cherish your unique voice. So I feel like through all this energy of this spring and this manifesting energy, that you have words of wisdom to impart on others. And by this image, it's like really close friends, or even if you have a relative that you feel is like your friend. You know, some are so close to their sister or their mother that they have a more of a just kinship bond. You know, they can talk to you about anything and everything. And so, but I feel like this, and she's got a lute here. I don't know if you can see that. Your voice is like a song to others that you have no clue about. I hate to say that. That just didn't sound right. No clue. You have no clue. You don't even know what your words of wisdom that you are imparting on others mean. You could just be having a casual conversation, but it's something that they really take to heart and may put into practice themselves. So your last card, exactly who you are. The one who is always dissatisfied with present moment will never have a better future. Give yourself permission to feel content right here and right now. And you have this dragon energy, and dragons encompass all the elements, all four elements. So this is like being the magician card, is you have all the resources available to you for your future. And it's time to start really focusing on those things that mean so much to you, and cut past cords that no longer serve you anymore. And look at the contemplative energy this dragon has. So this dragon is definitely putting into clear thought what he wants to put into action for the future. So that's what I have for you, Kim. There's your story for today. I hope both of our messages meant something for you today. Thank you, Kim, for letting us read for you. Oh, thank you for the comments and the compliments. We really do. Oop. Kim, you just had your reading. So, all right. Oh, I didn't put it into. Okay, so let me do a little bit of a roll call. Next up, and I'm only going to announce people by threes. So if you don't hear your name, that doesn't mean you're not getting a reading. I'm just doing it 3 at a time. Power of 3, right? Maureen, Stephanie, and Maruta. So Madame Maru. So those are the next 3 that we're going to read for, and I'll put it in here. Okay. Joyful Journey is back. 3 hawks were walking. Okay, Jenful was walking and the 3 hawks were flying. But 3, I just said about the power of 3. There's 3 hawks, Jen. That's a message in itself for you. That's just you having unique and clear perspective on things from a unique level. I love that. So, hi, Liz. Yes. Remember, if you don't hear your name, that does not mean you're not getting a reading. It's just these are the next 3 people up. So, Liz, I do have you on the list, sweetheart. Okay.
Okay, this is Maureen, right?
No, this is, yes, Maureen.
Okay, Maureen, the first message that I have for you is from Mother Mary, and it's Our Lady of Becoming. And I love this card. It says, you may be uncertain about your future. You do not have to become anxious about how to make things happen, nor do you need to know all the details of what shall be. You needn't be in control of the mystery to benefit from it. Surrender your concerns into Mother Mary's care and take a step, any step that feels right to you. Now, the second card that came out for you is Archangel Haniel, and it's Embraced by Love. And I love this for you, Maureen, because it says, let the love reach where it has never reached before. And you need to realize how much your angels, well, we all do, how much your angels and guides and ancestors love you. They're always with you. They wait for you to communicate with them. And they want you to know how deeply you are loved. And as you are loved then you will love others. And the I got the card that is the world in the Sufi Tarot. And the interesting thing about this is you're being told by this card that what is meant for you will come to you. You don't have to worry about that, but you do need to do the spiritual work. You do need to be a participant in your life to make sure that it is unfolding as you hope it will. And as you tune into your angels and your guides, and you do the spiritual work, it will become more and more clear to you that you are on the right path, and that you're becoming exactly who you were meant to be in this lifetime. That's what I have for you.
That's beautiful, Nancy. Oh, and Kim, you are very, very welcome. We appreciate you coming and letting us read for you. All right, Maureen. I love this card. Let me just little okay, this is the Ace of Autumn card, you know. So Ace of Autumn. Let me in this image, I'm going to go by the image. Okay. You are a person very magical, and whether you know it or not, it's time for you to, and if you do know that you have a little bit of spark of magic, it's time to really tap into that magic. In this image, this fairy, this little fae has books. She's got lots of books. She must have found an old cottage in the woods, and that had books in it. So this is about you doing some research, some investigating into the things that make you more magical. She has a candle here. So this light, she knows that this light is like the how do I want to say? This is a signal to her. Time to spark that magic within you. I'll show the card again. So I feel like she's surrounded by even more elemental magic, elementals that are trying to work with her, and you doing some reading, perhaps journaling, working on, okay, there's this one book that makes me think of you jotting down herbal remedies. So I don't know if that makes sense to you or not, but that's what I got. But you doing some research that I think the magicking with you will be beneficial to others. That's what I'm going for on that one. Shadow Dance is your next card. So I feel like a little bit of shadow work is meant for you at this time, and maybe that's part of what you're supposed to be researching. That's not all of it. There's so many elements in what this little fairy's researching here, but the shadow dance, this is you dancing with your shadow, you connecting with a part of you that needs a little extra love and light, that helps you as your present moment you move forward from something. I'm not sure what that means to me, but it might mean something to you. And in here's some oak leaves. So I can't help but to wonder if this is really shadow working with some ancestral work, doing ancestral work. So let me know if that means something to you. But sometimes I feel like some of us need to reconnect with that spark of light that's within us, because this adulting world shadows that. So I think that might be what it is bringing more clarity to some things that have been on your mind. And I do feel like part of this is about ancestral work. And she loves books. Oh my God. Okay, so then we have the heron. This is a beautiful card. This is a new deck to me. So if I ooh and ah over these cards with you, please let me share that space. This is a beautiful card. This is saying connecting with your inner calm. This is about you going to a space, whether it's in a garden space or in your heart space. This is about you connecting with that inner calm. And since this is heron energy, I'm going to go to a little book I am working on here. Not all this is research things, so I'm not making any of this up. I'm not going to claim to. But animal energy, I feel, has really come into my life more and more. And I want to read the heron energy for you, Maureen. Heron energy is about patience, and it's about introspection. It's about awareness and solitude. And the message of the heron says, take time alone to find balance. Step confidently towards your purpose, and patience will bring you rewards. So, but when I pulled that card, it came out with another that says, prosper in abundance. So that's another message moving forward. And look, her heart space is illuminated. So I feel like you going in, maybe doing a little shadow work, researching on some ancestral energy, researching on what brings you magic. It's really going to bring love and light. Even if you do have that space and you feel good now, it's just going to expand even further. So, Maureen, that's my story for you tonight. So I hope that resonates with you. And I see a message, so I'm going to go to that message. I've always wanted to learn more about herbal healing, and I've always been fascinated by it. I start EMDR. Oh, Therapy Monday. Love that. You and Nancy hit it on that. That is awesome. Oh my gosh, please keep us in the know, because I hear some fascinating outcomes of these treatments. So Wow, I feel like it's going to be so good for you. And like I said, expansion. There's an expansion going to happen to you when you connect with these energies. So, Maureen, I'm so happy for you. This is awesome. All right. Thank you for letting us read for you today. That was special. Thank you.
Yes.
All right. So, next is Stephanie. Let me get Stephanie's. Brendan, I will get to you. Ladies first.
Yeah. I am ready for Stephanie if
Okay.
Stephanie is here.
Stephanie, my dear. Um, she's here.
All
Okay.
right.
All right. I'm going to mute.
Um, Stephanie, I am going to lead with the card that I did not like. And I put it back in the deck and it came out again. And I put it back and it came out again. So it's let go of ego. This is a message from your guides. I have no idea what it is, but this is very important. Sometimes we get in our own way because of our ego. I know that's true of me. And it's with your ego, it's kind of like a work in progress because it keeps it keeps resurfacing, you know. And so you need to address this because I do think this is a very strong message because I tried to get something else for you and I couldn't. So if this resonates, please let me know. The angel message that I got for you, Stephanie, is from Jophiel, and it's the card of meditation. And through meditation, you can tame that ego. And this is the channeled message from Jophiel. Finding stillness and detachment helps us towards the angelic freedom evoked by meditation. Jophiel provides us with his yellow ray to soar with. All we need to do is quiet our mind, and then we may hear the angels sing. So at dawn and at sunset, practice meditation. Breathe deeply. Listen intently through a relaxed state to the divine. And then this particular deck talks about when you meditate, if you say the word it brings them into your presence. And then be still to hear the music of the angelic kingdoms. This will bring your own oracular messages. Please be aware of your solitude, stillness, and silence. Now, it's funny because I wore this necklace today. It's got fish on it because I was feeling water energy today, just a lot of water energy. And the card that came out for you is the Song of the Ocean, flow with life's currents. And I think what is important is that no matter what happens, just go with the flow. Because right now things in our world are kind of topsy-turvy and disconcerting, to say the very least. And if you have a close relationship with your angels and your guides and your ancestors, you will know that you're gonna be all right no matter what. And it takes a lot of courage to just trust what is happening. Everything will be okay. And I love this because the Song of the Ocean, and it brings to mind to me whales and the ancient messages of the whales and how we connect to nature. And even though you are in a small boat in a huge sea, you can still ground yourself, even though your feet aren't on the ground, because your guides and your angels are with you. And that's what I have for you, Stephanie.
Beautiful. She said she's going to have to write that down.
Oh, she's gonna. Oh,
She's going to
okay.
write some of this stuff down. Um, wow. All right, Stephanie. I'm trying to decide what order to read these cards in. Um, okay, I'm going to start with the challenge. Um, okay, this card is speaks of challenges, and challenges in the by way of you have a group of people, and they all want the same result of whatever the situation is, but they're having a hard time coming to similar ways of getting there, similar paths. There's so many different paths, and they all are good, but everybody wants to do it their way. And so that's very hard to be in that mix. So what this card is saying is that you let them hash it out amongst themselves, and you remain in a space of solidarities. You remain calm through the whole thing. You ask spirit to guide you into the thoughts and the words of what are appropriate for the time. Because if you get into that mix, it's just going to add another element of everything swirling around. But what I see here is that you will come out ahead when you do that. When you, as Nancy says, ground yourself. These elementals are all in a tree, so that tree is so grounded, so far deep that you're hanging on. Okay, I just saw this. You going out, hug a tree, whatever this tree is, but you're connecting with the tree's energy, which will help you ground. So if you can do that, if you have trouble grounding, that definitely will help you. Of course, you don't say, excuse me, you're in a meeting, excuse me, I'm going to go hug a tree right now. If you are in that situation, I just got this in my head. Picture yourself outside hugging that tree, asking to connect with the tree's grounding energy. And that might be what that message is for you when there's chaos going around, you grounding yourself to keep yourself calm so that you don't raise your anxiety level. So that's that. Then you've got high priestess energy here, Stephanie. I'm just loving that for you. You do have trouble grounding. Yeah. It's as simple as intent and breath work. You have to have the breath work when grounding. But high priestess energy, I'm going to read this. It says, trusting your intuition and careful reflection before action. Insights come through meditation. So I believe this is a little nod to you to take moments in the day to meditate. And that could be as simple as taking 3 deep breaths, grounding. There's a meditation right there. The more you do that, the less anxiety you will have. But the more you each morning ask and intend to connect with your spirit guides and ask them to guide you through the day with messages of highest good. These messages can come in thoughts. If you weren't here earlier, we were talking about how do you know when your guides are talking to you? These thoughts that are random, when you're busy doing something and you have a thought that makes total sense out of nowhere, that's your guides trying to connect with you. And they give you the information. It could come in overhearing conversations from other people. Messages can come in from billboard signs, a commercial. Just be open and receptive to this energy. So the high priestess energy, that's about you starting a new journey in connecting, I feel. Your next card, it says compassionate heart. Embrace empathy. Here's this card. So beautiful. What I get from here is when if you have someone who is in lower energy and they're just saying the wrong things, and whether they're meaning to or not, this is about stepping back for a moment and think about what are they going through that are making them act or react that way, and just send that person some love and light, and then just in your mind, or you can say it out loud, I hope you have a better day. I have said that to some rude like cashier one time. She was just very, well, I won't go into that, but she needed to hear this because she may not realize that she was giving off negative energy. And that's the compassionate person, is you just say, I hope you have a better day, or I hope you have a good day, or hope you have a good rest of your day. So this is about, and the more you live in the energy of compassion, the more energy of compassion flows to you. So remember, what the energies you give out are the energies you receive. So always mind your words, mind your thoughts, and your actions. So I hope that story meant something to you, Stephanie. Know that you can come into this space, sacred space, and always, we are compassionate here, loving, and we always have your back here. So, but your guides have your back, your angels have your backs, and the elementals. And because I'm giving elemental readings, you need to go out into nature more. This is what I'm hearing. So you need to go out into nature a little bit more, and that is so grounding. Just taking your shoes off, even if it's for 10 seconds out in nature. Do it. Do it. All righty then. Thank you for letting us read for you today, Stephanie.
Yes.
Let me see what Stephanie's saying. Okay, I get those thoughts randomly once I do find stillness. Yes, yes. And the more you do it, the more it'll happen. And you start having a relationship with your guides and teams. So, yes, everybody, we are having nature ripped from us each and every day with all the millions of people on this earth. So appreciate it while it's still here. Definitely. Maruda says, you guys keep bringing up grounding. I find that when we do readings that there is a common theme each time. So I've just noticed this is the third time I've actually taken notice of the common theme. She's grounding. She grabbed her black agate tower sphere and hold the sphere on the left for feminine energy, tower on the right for male energy. And thank you for saying that, because the other day I was feeling something and I couldn't remember what side was the feminine side. So left for feminine. Think about that. I just thought of, that's how you can remember. Women have more compassion. Sorry, guys. Women have more love and compassion in their hearts. Your heart's on the left side. That makes sense. The female energy is too.
Yes, it does.
So, thank you, Maruta, for sharing. So, you're very welcome, Stephanie. Remember to like, share, and subscribe.
Yeah.
I never do say that. And I thought, you know what? I should say that because we love sharing with you guys. So, all right.
I was going to tell Stephanie, just when she gets outside in the grass, take your shoes off.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Even if it's for 10 seconds.
Yeah, and just, I don't know. There's just something that happens to me when I am barefoot in my yard.
So when I say anywhere, anytime, when we go into town, the busy city, and we're going to a specific store, they have this patch of grass that just looks so pillowy soft. And I take my shoes off and I will walk, even if it's just standing and walking in a little circle. Or if you're in public and you really need to be grounded and you don't, I hug trees in public. I do. I don't care if anybody's watching. I smile. And but if you don't feel like that, so I've been in situations where like, maybe now's not the time to hug that tree in front of people. I will go and I'll place my hand on that tree And sometimes I'll act like I'm, adjusting my shoe or something if I feel that. But just placing your hand on a tree, you don't have to full on hug it, but they love hugs. There's another story there. But anyways, Maruta is next.
I have
And on the
wonderful
electrical
cards for her.
connection, I'm sorry.
I said I have some wonderful cards for her.
Oh, we are literally grounding our energy when we go barefoot. Yes, definitely.
Aloha,
Oh,
Jonathan.
Jonathan. What's the word for
Are you
aloha
back
in
home?
New Zealand?
Oh my goodness.
Jonathan, I don't know if you're still in New Zealand, but Jonathan is or was, and I'm jealous. Those pictures were wonderful. And
Yeah.
snow. He was playing in snow. Yes, and Debbie leans her back on the tree. Yep. Any way of touching, grounding. All right. Maruta. What do you have for Maruta, Nancy?
Well, the first card that I got for Maruta is the Four of Staffs, which is the Four of Wands. And in this deck, this is the card of joy. And it's not just joy, it's spiritual joy. Embracing all that you are spiritually and remembering how you have grown spiritually. And there is something very sacred when you express your gratitude through joy, because there's so much to be grateful for. But when you express gratitude with joy, the universe embraces joy with you. And I love that for you, Maruta. The second card that came out is when you are doing this, your energy, it just absolutely multiplies itself. And not only is it just you are energized, it's like a healing energy. Because when I'm hearing when you are filled with this spiritual joy, it is healing. And look at you just putting it back out into the universe. And I love that for you, Maruta. I just think these cards are so beautiful together. The third card that I got, now I believe in star beings. We talk about star seeds, and I think they're watching us. And the card that came up for you, Maruta, is the star beings, and it says written in the stars. And I love this for you. There is a great mystery unfolding at this time. All the synchronicities and signs you are experiencing are not coincidences. They are spirit-led experiences to let you know that you are on the right path. Trust in this. Where you are is where you need to be. Stay committed to your vision because star beings are guiding your dreams into reality. And the activation is, thank you, star beings, for guiding my vision into reality. And, this, to me, these all tie together for you, Maruta, because you have the spiritual joy and you're putting this energy out, and the star beings are responding. I mean, this energy that you're putting out is being felt. It's just going everywhere. And that's what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to be the light in this dark world. And, just Maruta, keep doing what you're doing. Let's see here. Let's put.
Okay.
Here we go.
All right, Maruta. Happy to see you here. You got the magician card out the gate here. Trying to get it. It's very glossy. I'm trying to get the perfect happening. What I love about this magician is his staff seems to be made of crystal, like almost like selenite, but stronger. It's able to withstand the elements. Because those who don't know, you can't have selenite in water. But this particular magician, he is standing on a path, which you don't see in most magician cards. There's he's standing on a path. There's a castle in the back. So this is that road to manifestation. Magicians are all about the skill of manifesting. They know the elements that they need in order to manifest fully. And so this is universe saying, have you forgotten about that? It's time to reconnect with all the elements and reconnect with your skill of manifesting. So that's the message on that one. And this message here, this is such a beautiful card. This message is about the universe recognizing some challenge you've gone through in the recent past, and but how even the thorniest rose can be so beautiful, and that you know how to nurture these roses and make them grow so beautifully. And I'm hearing aromatherapy for you right now, and it could be the scent of rose. And there's something about the scent of rose that'll bring this romantic, nostalgic energy for you to embody. And I feel like that's important for you right now. So I don't know if that resonates with you. Let me know. Just like to know these things. Just know we all heal from these past disappointments and hurts. But you have an ability, unlike some who don't recognize they have the ability of just flourishing after their challenges. You don't let those challenges put you into that muddy pit that some people get stuck in. You know how to blossom through all that. Let me read real quick. I'm a manifesting generator in human design. I love that. And I too. Roses is my favorite scent, along with jasmine. Anyway, your elemental card is Dragon Flight, and this is explore new possibilities. I feel like, Maruta, I know you've probably, I don't know, but figuratively speaking, you've dabbled in all kinds of different forms of magic and how to connect with elemental energies and ethereal energies. And since I'm doing the elemental energies, I feel like finding a new way to connect with the elementals. Yeah, that's that message right then and there. This is Dragon's Flight, explore new possibilities. Hang on, I'm trying to decipher something here. Dragon's blood, but I feel like it's not just the incense. It's maybe a new stone that you're going to find, and that will bring in new elemental energy for you. That came out of nowhere, so use that as you wish, but I really feel like there's a new path for you on your spiritual journey, Maruta, and I think I will pull one more card just as a kind of a give me what you think kind of card. What is Maruta meant to know right now? And it says, trust your feelings. You are unique. Your destiny is awaiting you to write your story and pave your own path. Follow your heart. Follow your heart. And put up your boundaries, too, as you do this, your energetic boundaries. So, Maruta, there's my story for you today. You do have a dragon blood. Oh, I didn't know there was I knew there was a dragon stone and the bloodstone, but I didn't know there was a dragon's bloodstone. Interesting. All right. Yes, do that. There's something new for you coming, a new element to all things magic for you, Maruta. So,
Dragon's Bloodstone.
yeah. Okay. All right, then. Next. Thank you, Maruta. Love reading for you. Sharon is next. Sharon, are you still here? We have Sharon and then Jules. And we have Debbie.
Okay,
so that's her name, and I forgot to write it down. So Sharon, Jules, and Debbie are next.
Okay.
Sharon, Jules, no. Oh yeah, I did put it there. Okay, just checking.
Sharon, the first message that I have from you is what you have right now from your angels, is that when you ask, you open yourself to receive. Expect it. When you ask, receive it as if it has already happened. Don't second guess it. Just claim it and fill yourself with positivity about it. Because in our soul, when we don't believe, we're rejecting the gift, and you don't want to do that. You want to embrace it. You want to take it in. I pulled a card from the Guides of the Hidden Realm for you, and two came out, and I was looking at them trying to see. One card is the Sovereignty of Magic, and the other one is Treasures in the Deep and the Dark. These are messages from your guides. Now, the Treasures in the Deep and the Dark is about shadow work, healing, and healing old wounds. So, what you need to do with this is to go within and do a little bit of shadow work and see if there is something that that like a wound from a long time ago, an emotional wound. I'm not talking about like a physical wound, but an emotional wound, something that hurt you deeply, and it's still lingering there. You want to do the work and get rid of that because it's limiting you. Because if you can do that, you will find the sovereignty of magic. There's synchronicities and miracles and spiritual forces all around you. But when we hold on to darkness, it kind of cripples the light that's wanting to come in, because there's that space that's being taken up by the darkness. Now, to go along with this card, I got the star in the Sufi Tarot deck. And I love this deck because it's very spiritual. And if you look at this woman is you. And she has two pictures. And she has done her spiritual work, and she is filled with light. And what she's doing is she's pouring out the light into the sea, and it is going up into the ethers. It is traveling everywhere. Her light is traveling everywhere. But if you will look, there's another picture in her other hand. And she's holding on to that because you have to keep the light. You don't want to give it all away. You want to keep manufacturing that light within through your spirituality. And your mission is to be the light, you know, to have the spiritual resources within that no matter what, you can put forth light into the world. And we have to get rid of the darkness that we have in us. You know, it's all of us have got that darkness. We have to, it's a constant, we have to work on this constantly. And when we do that, it allows the light to saturate us, and then it can just go everywhere. And I love that for you, and I love it for us all, because it's so important. I mean, I really feel, you know, that us being the light is so important at this time in our lives and in our world. And that's what I have for you, Sharon. It's a pleasure to read for you. It's a pleasure to read for everybody, but, you know, I love it when, I just love that message about the light.
Love light messages. That was wonderful. Thank you, Nancy. All right, Sharon, my turn. Or should I say the elemental's turn? For those of you who are popping in later than when I mentioned, you know, Whispers of Heaven and Earth are angel messages from Nancy and elemental messages from me, Ginger Faye.
Did you see the message from Brittany?
Yeah. That's just, anyway.
Let's see, we've got Jules.
Oh, Pamela has to go. I'm sorry, Pamela. Did we read for Pamela? Show my list.
No, I think she getting messages from other people, you know,
Okay.
messages from other messages.
I just wanted to make sure. Thank you for sharing space with us, Pamela. Oh, and Jackie's here. Jackie Crystal Moon. Hello, Jackie.
Jackie.
Oh, my goodness. Okay, Sharon, I got sidetracked. My apologies. I love this for you. You know, when I shuffle cards and a card comes out that was already read, you know, it comes out. So it's supposed to be read. So you also got the High Priestess, Sharon. So this card is telling you to tap into that inner knowing, tap into that trusting your intuition. High Priestess energy is about tapping into another realm of intuition. So it's not just your typical message from your guides. It's about you really taking the time in meditation and tapping into that ethereal source. Even though I'm reading for the elementals, there's an ethereal source within the elemental world as well. That's what makes them so magical. So since I'm reading elemental energy, I'm tapping into that unique source of elder energy is what I'm getting here. Elder energy, ancestral energy, and of the land. So how can I tell you? You know, just within meditations, you can ask and intend to connect with Mother Gaia herself. What messages does she have for you? What does she need you to do for her? And I feel like it's to help. It's almost like to help the animals. I don't know how would she help the animals? Something to do with not necessarily having a rescue or anything, just maybe even just as simple as sending prayers out for the animal world. Again, they're having their world taken away from them. It's becoming concrete jungle everywhere. So maybe ask, intend, and pray for more reserves, more animal reserves. I myself would love to, of course, win the lottery, but in my intent for this, some of this money is to purchase a large, whatever it could buy me, even if it's an acre. But I want to make some space sacred for the animals and elementals. They're losing their home, and so I don't know if that resonates with you, but that's what I'm feeling for this high priestess energy here. Um, I'm going to go on. We have the King of Wands. King of Wands. You know, kings for me, kings got to be that leader because he is in touch. You know, when I use the elemental kings, he's in touch with his intuition, that inner knowing. It's like that has come up through his ancestors. That knowledge, ancestral knowledge, that he can use as unique as other leaders are just their leaders mainly by book smarts, maybe. But the King of Wands, that's fire, that's more creative energy, that's really getting some insight and intellect. And this is coming from the elemental world. So again, it's from you know, I always said the okay, I live here in the South. And you know, some people whom we're just gonna, sorry to label redneck, against the suit man, I would trust in that redneck, as I lovingly call him, because he has what's the word, all of his abilities and talents and knowings, and I can't still find that word, but it comes from experience, it comes from knowing the land. It I'm just gonna stop there because it's just all flowing in. For me, he is the smarter one, because he's more down to earth. He's more grounded than the suit man who just wants to make all the money. So take that as that story resonates with you. I'm not sure what it is saying to me, but your last card is Hippo Ono. Hippo Ono. Um, this is such a beautiful card, and this is a newer deck, and I want to read this to you because it's beautiful. It says, celebrate the opportunities to make choices that reflect your true self without being confined by external expectations. Horses, with their free-spirited nature, embody the raw, unrestrained qualities of ourselves. Their exuberance reminds us to connect with our own joy. So, yeah, Sharon, this is about you really connecting to what makes you happy, what brings you joy. Go into that inner child energy. What made you feel free as a child? You're being asked to revisit that, and possibly, well, I'll just say horseback riding. Who goes horseback riding anymore? I keep having that intention to do that. But anyways, trusting your essence and freedom, and it's very important right now for you to do that. So Sharon, that's my story for you today, and let me know if it means what those silly words mean to you. Because sometimes I just speak what's coming through and I don't have a clue what that means. So I would love to hear your thoughts. So thank you for letting us read for you, Sharon. All right, we have Jules up next. Kiba's here. Hi, Kiba. Loving it, loving it. And Maria, Amethyst Silentine. Silentine. Hello. Um, just know, Maria, that we have like 10 people in front of you. So you're welcome to hang out. Maybe somebody else's messages is a message for you as well. But I will star you and hope to get to you. But we've been on almost 2 hours. Oh my God. And Diamond says you've yeah, we started at 3. We didn't start readings until about 3:30, to be fair. But what's this say? I just got word that a kitty I was fostering got an application to be adopted. So you foster. That might be where I was getting that message of you rescuing animals. I love that. Wow. Thank you for sharing that, Sharon. I love that. Um, and what's Ange say? Oh, thank you, Ange. We were reading for almost 2 hours. We still have so many people. How's your energy? It depends on our energy. And then I do have to feed my man cubs sometime tonight. But as long as our energies are happy and strong, we're good. How you feeling, babe?
Yeah, I just got a message from my daughter.
Oh,
My 9-year-old granddaughter is been admitted to the hospital with appendicitis. So if,
appendicitis.
so if everybody could just send some love
Oh,
and light
please.
and strength for my
Take a
daughter, I
moment.
would
What's her
appreciate.
her name's? She's a beautiful name.
Yeah,
Say her
Freya,
name. Fran.
Freya,
Freya. I mean, I knew it was Freya.
yeah, Freya.
Fran. I don't know why it sounded like you said Fran.
Yeah,
All
no,
right, just
Freya.
send a moment, brief moment to send Freya, Nancy's beautiful granddaughter, love and healing right now. And I also ask that we take a moment to send everyone love and healing where they need it most, even those who don't know they need it. So,
Yeah.
my goodness.
I have some cards for Jules.
Jules,
Yeah,
Jules,
let
are you here?
I think he. Oh, thank you,
Yep.
Diamond.
Yes, Jules
Yeah,
here.
thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Jules, I tell you what. Let me get my ducks in a row here.
Tell you what, she was distracted a moment.
I was distracted. My little baby.
Okay.
Okay. The first card that came out for you, Jules, is the Six of Cups, and this is a card of innocence. It's a card of memories and childhood, and I think the reason this card has come out is there might be some inner child work that you need to do. There might be something that happened in your childhood that hurt you, and you're still holding on to it. I don't know. That's what this card indicates. The card that came with it is to seek guidance in this, and it says it's time for a different perspective. So when you discover what this is, you have to look at what this, I want to say problem, but it's not a problem, this thing that is coming to light. Look at it with a different perspective. Look at it through the spiritual aspect of this card. Because even though there are unresolved things, look at the dancing in the light. When you address this, there will be a lot of light. And I love this card because it's time for a different perspective. Ginger, I know you're reading on the elementals, but I see fairies in this card.
That is beautiful.
Isn't it beautiful? And look, it's like he's a little child. He's got butterfly wings on. And I love that. I love that for you, Jules, because we all have that little child that is still living in us. And it hangs out with our higher self. And in a perfect scenario, they are very, very close, and they impart wisdom to you. And when you acknowledge them and work with them and listen to them, that's when you really, you really start to see things change in your life. The final card that I have for you is the message from Archangel Zadkiel, and I love this for you, Jules. It says, "Be the change you seek." Your intentions to live with meaning and purpose have led you to where you are today. Where you are is where you are needed, but don't forget to be a light of healing wherever you go. The changes that you are seeking at this time must begin within you. Even if you are facing difficult circumstances, ask yourself how you can shine your light more wholly and fully. And the activation for this is, thank you, Zadkiel, for helping me change within myself first before seeking change elsewhere. And I think that all of these working together will be that change. And that's what I have for you, Jules.
Mm. Beautiful cards, Nancy. You have the most beautiful decks with the most beautiful messages.
Aw. You're not too shabby yourself, Ginger. I love Ginger's readings. When she reads for me, I get such a blessing. Oh,
thank you, Nancy.
Yes.
Oh, my goodness. You're getting many, many blessings for Freya, Nancy.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Hi, Anna. Part of your message is blocked. Can somebody put both? Let's see, Ange, are you able to put both links in for people? We'd love that. I may have not hit I probably didn't. Yes, I did. So I thought it was subscribers only.
Yeah. Let's see who are the next. Let's see. We've got Jules.
Well, I need to read for
Debbie.
Jules, and then we have Debbie.
Okay.
Yep. And after Debbie, we have Liz, and we have Amanda. We have Polly. I'll put them in order when I get a moment. Okay. Jules, you have 7 of Summer. How happy is that? Okay, so 7 of Summer. This is like 7 of Cups. This is about you having many choices. You have the rainbow here. And sometimes we get distracted by the rainbow. And let me read what this says. No more procrastinating, he says. What does that mean to you, Jules? Yeah. So it says confusion comes when overanalyzing. Are you thinking too much, which is unusual that, thinking too much is also like the 8 of Swords energy. But this is about, there's a different message here. Give me a moment, Jules. I feel like this message is you have the power to create the rainbows. So we're creating rainbows. There's many colors in the rainbows. We just see 7, but they all interconnect with each other. You have this wonderful ability, and manifestation is one of them. But we have to be careful when we're manifesting, is that we don't spend too long on saying, I want these 7 things. Wow, aren't they beautiful? And that's all you do is, here's what I want for myself. They're so beautiful. I cannot choose. Sometimes we have to make a choice. So I feel like there's so many options for you on what you're trying to accomplish at this time. It's time to pick 1 or 2 at a time. You can still do them all, but picking 1 or 2 at a time, mastering each one of these as you go, getting all the resources together to get one. What are the baby steps? You pick out the steps, and then you take what are the baby steps to each step. It's the power of what do I want to say? um, let's just say putting all your ducks in a row. I can't think of that word I was trying to fight for. It's about being analytical, a little bit analytical. What are all the options? But anyways, you have this beautiful energy to create these rainbows, not only for yourself but for others. And so I think they're trying to say focus on one or two right now, because oh my God, what you can do with this one or two. It's almost like when we're taking our spiritual journey, I want to be this, I want to read that, I want to do all that. And then I was doing an I Ching reading for myself one day, and it says, you have too many options. Pick one. I'm stubborn, as I'm sure many of us are. I'm like, I'll pick two. So I picked the two, and I dedicated time to these two, even though I wanted the others. The others came a little later when I had more time. I felt like I'm comfortable thinking I'm okay. I'm at least okay at reading tarot. But I chose that before, I used to do runes, but one day was like tarot is, I'm an artist and I love the images. So anyways, picking one or two of all the things you want to do and accomplish those first and then move on. You have the moon energy here, Jules. I love this moon card. She has lunar moths all around. So the moon does two things. It illuminates, but it also creates shadows. What's hiding in the shadows? What's hiding in the shadows aren't always scary. It doesn't always mean face your fears. It can mean that you are special and you're hiding something. You're hiding your special. You don't want people to know you're special for some reason. And I feel like now is the time to illuminate the special light within you. You got a lot of transformational energy around you. And this is the lunar eclipse. This is new moon. So set your intention. Okay, that's the message. Do a little ritual either tonight, which is the eclipse tonight, but within the next day or two. Set some intentions. Be very specific about these intentions, and do a little ritual about them, and then set out the intent to accomplish these manifestations. And the last card I got for you, it says, whatever you wish. You have that gift, that ability to attain what you wish. You have the magic. See where the light here is at his breath? Speak it into existence. That's exactly what this card means for you today. Speaking it into existence. So there's my story for you today, Jules. I hope something resonated, spoke with you. I see that you say it didn't make sense. Thank you. Yeah, I just feel like there's some magic within you that you are hiding or not yet aware of. So be magical you. Okay. All right. Thank you for letting us read for you today, Jules. Debbie, my dear, are you still out enjoying nature and leaning up against a tree? Are you still here so you can have a beautiful message? And thank you, Ange, for that compliment. And thank you for putting Nancy's. Oh, Nancy put mine in. Oh, you put. Did you put yours in, or Nancy? Who put yours in?
I put
Oh, you put them both in. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
So Debbie
I
is
was just
here.
sitting here and thought I'd do something constructive.
Thank you. So yes, please like and share. Sharing our channels is wonderful for our algorithms.
Yes.
Debbie, what do you have for Debbie, Nancy?
The first message that I have for Debbie is from Daniel, and it is the one of divine discernment. Trust in the messages within. They are divinely guided. And I love this for you, Debbie. Earlier, someone was saying in the chat, oh, I think it was Flower Beauty. How do we know, when Spirit is talking to us? You learn, it's like, there's just something that comes into your mind that you wouldn't normally be thinking about. And so when we have messages that come in, there are a lot of different ways that we can get messages. Like there's like Lexi, who was in the chat. When she sees a butterfly, she knows her mother, who has passed several years ago, is close by, because that is what she knows, that is her mother. And there are certain signs that you see. There are voices that you hear in your mind. It's not like you hear a verbal. Usually, some people do, hear like a voice, but very often it's a thought or it's an idea, or after you have been sleeping, you wake up and there's this message in your head that happened while you were dreaming. Along with this, trusting the messages, Debbie, if you can embrace nature, this is kind of a glossy card, and just get out in the beauty of nature and ground yourself. We have to, we're talking about grounding. If we're not grounded, we're all over the place, and we're being bombarded by our own thoughts and other thoughts and ideas and just all of this stuff. And if we're not grounded, we can't hear. And when we ground ourselves, it's like there's this calm that washes over us. And that's when Ginger was talking about, that's when the magic happens. That's when we allow ourselves to listen. I pulled a postcard from Spirit for you, Debbie, and this is what it says. I haven't read it yet, so I'm not I'm not sure what the message is, but this is from your spirit guides. Dearest Debbie, the common sayings, be in the world but not of it, and wear the world loosely, refer to the need to be engaged with life while not being attached to specific outcomes. Do not take this world too personally, for you are one of many co-creators here to play. And we have many ideas about how all of this should play out. Just know the outcome doesn't matter as much as the presence of you bring to each experience and how you let yourself flow through life. There's a real freedom in knowing and accepting this. So will you wear the world loosely, or will it straitjacket you? It is your choice. Whatever happens, have the courage to keep trying to live as you are meant to. And when it comes to manifesting, don't worry about the how, or even the why. We have it covered. Everything is going to turn out exactly as it should. Spirit has a plan, loving you always and forever. I love that for you. That's a message for all of us. That's what I have for you, Debbie. That's pretty. You're muted, Ginger.
Of course I am. I was saying I put in a link to Debbie's channel because she puts out beautiful speaking of grounding, her videos are grounding. She takes you on her walks with her, and
wonderful.
She took us through the hurricane too, and different things. But definitely, if you will, please give her a subscribe and check her out. And but I also wanted to put in, let me get it here. Angie's being our beautiful moderator tonight, and I want to put in her link. There it is. Oh, okay. Roots and Waves, and she has a wonderful channel, and love reading with you, Ange, and just doing a wonderful job at moderating the team tonight. That channel chat team. Hey, Jackie Gendarenda's here. But yes, I still have everybody star, but like I said, we had so many people starred that it's going to take a while to get to everybody. So that's what I have to say right now. We apologize. We don't give real quickie readings. It's really hard to do quickie readings for me anyway. And I admire those who do. But anyways, let me get to Debbie's reading. Here we go. So Debbie, what I have for you, you also got okay, there's 78 cards. Is there 78? I always want to say 72 for some reason. 78 cards in a tarot deck. And it's funny when you do all this shuffling and you get a similar card. You got the 10 of Summers. So 10 of Summers. So I feel like this summer, and judging by this image here, this summer, I feel like you either going to go on a trip, and it still has to do with being around water, but it's with family. It's with people, family, and or with people who you cherish. And it's going to be this beautiful thing. And I almost feel like, are you planning or have thought about going on a gondola ride? This is the energy I'm getting here for you, Debbie. So I just love. Oh wow. Okay. If this is not in the image, but as I have holding it here, I see in this image the face of like Father Gaia. Let's call him Cernunnos. So definitely something having to do with connecting with nature, and I just feel like it's going to be, you're going to do something really wonderful with those you love and cherish this summer. So there's the first card. Your second one, 7 of Pentacles. Okay, 7 of Earth. This is you. You have planted seeds, or you're in the process of planting seeds for your future. And once you're planted, you nurture them and try not to rush the process, because the elementals want you to enjoy the process. It's like when going on a trip and all you do is take pictures, but you haven't really, you still have fun, but you haven't really embodied that trip, because you're in the lens, you're seeing your trip through a lens of a camera. So so this is about enjoying the process in whatever you're trying to manifest right now, Debbie. This is about sitting back and listening to the heartbeat of Mother Nature this spring and summer. That's what I'm getting for you there. And my final card is absolutely beautiful. I said this earlier, I'll say it again. This is a new deck. It's just beautiful. It says Owl's Wisdom. Discover hidden truths. This is almost like the High Priestess energy in here. This is about having connections with ancient wisdom. And since I'm doing elementals, elemental wisdom. This is about you connecting. And I don't know if an owl means something to you. If you've seen an owl recently or are going to see an owl soon, just know that that's the universe's way of saying what a magical person you are and the manifester that you are. And we see the moon off into the background. Not only does that mean, we're just this little planet in the universe. You are a soul in this vast universe. And you yourself have much wisdom to offer the world as much as you gain wisdom from the world. So, touching with Mother Gaia, this is going to be a magical summer, spring and summer for you, Debbie. So, that's my story for you this evening. And I hope it means something to you. It was wonderful reading for you, Debbie. Thank you. Debbie lives in Florida. I don't know if I said that earlier.
Ah.
Debbie lives in Florida.
What part of Florida?
Did at one time.
I lived in Hollywood for 19 years. It's on the West Coast between Miami and Fort Lauderdale.
What? I lived in Jacksonville at one time in my youth, in my Navy brat youth. She has a noisy owl in the background, and it let it come close once. Wow, Debbie. Beautiful.
I love owls. One time I was in the hot tub years ago, and I was just in there by myself, and I was kind of leaned back looking up at the stars, and a white owl flew right over the hot tub,
white one.
About 3 or 4 feet above me. I almost jumped out of my skin, but it was so gorgeous.
All right, let me put the next couple of people. We have Diamond. Diamond, are you still here? And we have Liz.
Okay, so we're going to do Diamond next.
Let's
see.
And if Amanda's here, I got to get to Brendan soon. Hang on. Okay, so Diamond, Liz, and Amanda. And I still have Brendan, Polly, Dragon Queen, Tasha, and Anna still. So, are you feeling okay still, Nancy?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Okay. So, since we have so many still, that's 8 people still. Ooh.
Wow. Okay.
I might have to go to 2 card pools because I really don't want to turn anyone away. But as Nancy knows, we did a exercise once because someone said you cannot do a reading on just one card. And I took it as the challenge. And so I said, let's time us, Nancy. And I think it was almost 20-minute reading with one card.
Yeah.
So anyway,
okay.
All right.
I have cards for Diamond.
Change is coming her way.
Is that what she said?
Yeah. So Diamond is here.
Okay, Diamond. The first card that I have for you, I pulled from the Mother Mary deck. And it is Our Lady with the moon at her feet. There can be suffering in recognizing what lights up your heart and then doubting whether it's possible to manifest it. Our Lady knows what will help you break through spiritual inertia, freeing yourself into fulfillment. That which seems impossible to change shall be overcome, not through the force, but through perseverance, trust, and devotion. Believe in her as she believes in you, and all shall fall into place. The second card, Diamond, for you is Begin with the Faith of Spring. And it's beginnings, innocence, fertility, and growth. And this is like a card of starting anew. You know, we have a new season that is upon us, and I mean, my yard is so beautiful. It's got I love dandelions. It's got dandelions, and it has violets and grape hyacinths that just they come up everywhere. And I was so pleased because the flood did not disturb their roots. A lot of the topsoil washed away, but I was wondering about the flowers. But when you get this card, this means that, you know, it's a brand new slate. Just absolutely. You've got the moon at your feet. And here I pulled this moon card for you. And I love it because this is a card of intuition and dreams and pondering. And as you know, you have this new season upon you. I mean, it's up to you to decide what you want to happen. And from a spiritual aspect, go within and and discover what you really need, what you really need in your life, what you need, you know, how you want to feel, how you want to nourish yourself and love yourself, and be sure that, you know, with everything that's happening, that you allow time for yourself, because when we nurture ourselves, there's a healing that takes place, and it it allows us to go further and go deeper and accomplish what we really want to in this life. And I love that for you. That's what I have.
Beautiful. Okay, changes coming your way. Okay. So I have this beautiful 6 of Summer cards, and the changes coming your way, I think, are going to help you be in that energy of nostalgia, of childhood memories, the people who mean the most to you, maybe reconnecting with those who you've lost a little connection with, that meant something to you. You know, as we get older, sometimes we forget to call, you know, mom, grandma, because we're so busy. Grandfather, I feel like you connecting with a male energy right now. Or just even if they've passed on, connecting with them through your thoughts and prayers and letting them know that you still love them, miss them, think of them, but know that they're still watching over you. But let's see, this says return. Let's see. Okay, so that's why I don't read, you know, some cards I just don't read what they say because I see a story within the images. This image is talking about being in a field of flowers, and the breeze is blowing through the I call them fairies so often I forget that they're called dandelions. And I feel like when that dandelion turns to a puff diamond, go out there, pick a dandelion, make a wish, blow. Those little fairies will carry those wishes out to the universe. So, so I feel like some changes that are coming are just going to bring that same kind of joy that you had when you were at your happiest when you were little. So I can't say what these changes are. I'm not seeing that right now, but they're happy. They're happy. As far as changing, the elementals, this is interesting. It says practice patience. Look at this card. She's holding a pearl, and this pearl takes time to develop whilst it's in a clam's shell. But she is so in the that energy of appreciating the time that went into making this thing of beauty. So right now, if you're going through some challenging times, I feel like it's the you know, the elementals, since I'm reading on elementals, taking the time to be patient. So you're, because the rewards are coming for you and they're going to be most beautiful. And I know I said I was only going to pull 2 cards, but I'm feeling one more card to be pulled for Diamond. Changes coming her way. What does it mean? The elementals want to know you are safe. Um, okay, it says be grateful for the closed doors, obstacles, and detours. Have faith that the divine mind will guide you past and around everything that doesn't serve you. I feel that the universe puts obstacles in our way because those are the times that we need to take pause. Because if we keep going a certain path, maybe something happens that doesn't serve our highest good. But if we sit and wait for the opportune moment, and you will know when this is intuitively, and you go around that corner after you've been patient and waited, and what beauty is around that corner for you, Diamond, is wonderful. And I just ask that you come visit again and let me know. I feel like summertime is going to, I know we're in spring, but I keep feeling things are going to things are starting to develop now, but I feel like summertime for each of us, summertime energy is going to behold changes. But these changes, some are going to feel like this isn't good, but what we, how we navigate through these changes are going to be a little more magical than those who get all huffy puffy about changes and it ruins them in their mind. I'm ruined. You have this energy that's surrounding you right now that's protecting you from some of these changes. Um, um, and just know that something beautiful is coming your way, Diamond. And I wish I could be in that moment where I could see exactly what it is. But because life is ever changing, it's hard to grasp which it is. But this is really beautiful energy I'm getting for you, Diamond. So I hope that story has something in it that will help you feel more magical about what's coming your way. So, Diamond, thank you very much for letting us read for you tonight. Needed to hear that. Oh, yes, yes. Happy to. And when definitely come on and get, I'll be reading with Jean soon, I think. And summer, I think summer's coming. I might even start doing some solo readings. But come back because I'd like to read more for you. Anyways, thank you for letting us read for you tonight, Diamond. All right, we have Liz, and then Amanda's next, and then Polly. Brendan, I will get to you, hon. Liz, question from the year. I'm looking for jobs and planning to move home to be on my own. Oh, what an adventure you're in for. Okay. All right, let's read on that energy, Nancy. You have something for her?
Okay. Um, yes, I did not know that that specific question, but the energy, the cards that came out for you, the first one, Liz, is Mary, Queen of the Angels, and it says, "Do not be afraid. You were born for this. Trust in your voice, trust in your ability to articulate your thoughts, trust in your capacity to use and share your gifts. If you are feeling scared or unsure about the next step, this is just showing how much you care about making a difference. Stand in the light of your soul. It is the only shield you need. And the activation is I trust myself, my voice, and my gifts. I am unafraid." And I think this goes along with what you were talking about there. That the universe has you covered. Now, having said that, I drew out of um, angelic and guide messages. The crystal messenger came up. Enhance your intuition with gems and crystals. I don't know if you have any crystals, Liz. I have so many of them, but there are a few that are very, very precious that I use in my practice. Usually when I go out, like to a doctor's appointment or even out shopping, I tuck some either in my bra, or I have a little thing that I can wear them in a little leather pouch. Um, what I have found for me, now, we're all different in what crystals we connect with, but for me, preonite really helps me when I connect with my guides. And I hold it in my left hand when I meditate, and that's what helps me to bring my guides in. And that is how I've discovered who some of my guides are. The final card that I have for you is it's about having more connection in your life. And there's a picture of this tree, but the tree has roots. But also, if you look, this is at nighttime and there are birds everywhere. And I don't, Ginger, what is the significance of birds? Like birds that would be flying at night? You're muted.
Sorry. And I'll address this question maybe out loud in a moment. Well, for me, birds just represent, they're the messengers. And certain birds represent like people who passed. Certain birds are just representing the overall messages from universe. Sometimes they represent travel. Night birds.
Look at all the birds.
There's a lot of them there. Yeah. So I'm thinking night messengers. So perhaps while you're sleeping, you might be getting messages while you're sleeping, or when you go out to look at the stars.
Right. And I was also looking, it almost looks like there is a sun in the roots of the tree.
Is there birds in there too?
Yeah, there are birds in there too.
Oh. So that reminds me. Go ahead.
No, I was just looking at the significance of this, because when I look at it, it's very, very powerful. It's a tree of arms. And on the card, it says, where are you desiring more connection and reach in life? And when I look at it, I see these messages that are coming in, but when I look at the dark birds under here, these are like messages that maybe were not received because they were ignored, or you weren't tuned into it. That's what I was thinking when I looked at it. And I mean, I absolutely love birds, and I have a lot of them out. I personally do not look at birds as spirits of my ancestors or my guides, but that's just me. They may be, for you, the birds may be an indication of your guides and ancestors trying to communicate with you. But this also is another card that addresses grounding. But I think it's very, very important for you to connect with some crystals. So, you were born at midnight with a lot of fourth house prominence.
Wow.
Like the under the horizon prominence. Okay. Yes, messengers. Okay, that's what Sonia said. And do you have a favorite crystal, Liz, that you work with?
I think she said earlier in the chat she doesn't have a crystal yet.
Oh.
Well,
if you
crystal shopping,
one, I was going to say, when you go crystal shopping, hold it in your left hand. And if you feel something special, something different,
It makes
They
you
talk
feel
to you.
happy,
Yes.
happy,
Yes.
happy. The tree card resonates a lot, she said.
Mm-hmm.
Let me go to the message. She was born at midnight. Oh, that's you read that already. Okay. Sorry,
Mm-hmm.
I was a little preoccupied. Just know, I want everyone to know, first of all, thank you for sharing space with us. It means a lot to us. And we try so hard to read for everybody. Um, but we've often had the message in chat where some people come just to hear our messages because even when we're reading for other people, they are open and receptive and do receive messages for themselves. And so and we appreciate you who say that to us, and we love that. And so with that being said, we've been reading for 2 hours, and we love those who respect our energy and appreciate you. So we may not, I mean, it's quite possible we cannot get to everybody, just because we've been on 2 hours. And if you know anything about reading energy, 2 hours is a long time. But what I do is I write down names, and I make sure the next time I'm on my channel, at least, that you do get a reading. So just know that. But you're welcome to listen to everybody's messages. And as long as you're open and receptive to receive message from spirit, you will get a message, whether it's reading for you personally or reading for somebody else. We hear message. I even get messages while we're doing readings, whether she's from Nancy or even a reading I'm giving to somebody else that I'm giving. I
Mm-hmm.
receive messages. So I just wanted to put that out there because I see some of you are really eager, and I get that. I really get that. But please understand. But we're going to do our best. We're probably going to read just for another maybe 15. This wait. I think we've had a record before that we were on for 3 hours, Nancy, weren't we? We
Yeah. Well,
did start at 3. No, we have a record of reading that long. I'm saying.
right. Right. We
Um, we
started at 3.
we
It's
started at
uh,
3. We started readings at 3:30. So but anyways,
5:57. Uh-huh.
I for sure. So I think what we might do, I'm going to finish reading for Liz, but I think Nancy from here so that we can get to everybody who wanted a question, maybe one card readings.
Okay.
And then for those of you who only get a one card reading this time, the next time I'm on, I'll put you at the top of the, and please know that I'm on other people's channels and I'm multi-stream. So if you don't see me announcing things, I'm the guest. And that person, the host, has control over picking and choosing the questions because they're limited to 1 hour. And Nancy and I just love reading for everybody. And 1 hour is a good time. An hour and a half is usually our average, but we're looking at over 2 hours we've been on. So please understand. We ask you to please understand and respect our energy.
Mm-hmm.
But with that being said, let me finish, Liz, and then we're going to do, and again, you'll get a really good reading off of a one card reading too. But I will put you on the list and make sure that next time I'm hosting, you will get read. You'll be put closer to the top of the line there. So anyway, all right. So
I was looking at Amanda Carroll. She says, "Yay, it's time for chocolate." How did you know I have a dark chocolate bar stashed away that I've been thinking about, Amanda?
I love it. All right, Liz, I love that you got Ace of Summer. Ace of anything is about beginnings, but it's also about that. It's a powerful, um, there's not even a word for that energy that you receive when you get the Ace of anything. So Ace of Summer, this is about, for me, this elemental, this is about the beginnings of a spiritual awakening, is how I read Ace of Summer. Um, you have this beautiful dove, the white dove, the dove of peace, but this dove represents to me that you are definitely being watched over and led by spiritual beings, whether it's angels up in heaven or the elementals here on earth. You're at the beginning stages of an awakening of some sort. But for me, Ace of Summer, that's a spiritual awakening. She's just becoming in the energy of realizing she has the power to create. Now, we might not always have full power over our future because of the outside elements that can intervene and or interfere, but she's realizing she has the power of how she holds beauty and grace in navigating through the different energies. Because I know for me, for a personal perspective, when something happened at a certain stage of my life, if I didn't have that knowledge that I had a connection with spirit, with the spirit guides, and then later, of course, the elementals, they, having that knowledge that you know that the universe has your back, the universe guides you for what you need for your highest good, that helped me navigate through the most challenging times. And that's a beautiful feeling rather than going, I'm done, I give up. Knowing that made me not give up. So that for some reason was a strong message that came through for you specifically, Liz. For others as well, but Liz, I'm reading for you. Um, in this image is also a person. I feel like you have in the background. You might not be able to see him. A loved one from up above, male energy watching over you right now. So, but to know that you're not alone as far as the energetic world around you. And I'm telling you, knowing that and starting to feel that carries you through anything and everything. But this is Ace of Summer, the beginnings of a beautiful dawning, let's say. Just okay. And in this image also are lotus flowers, and lotus, for those of you who don't know, but those of you do remember, lotus comes from mud, the murk, and they emerge. They are attracted to the light that they see from that muddy water, and so they move towards that light, and they just bloom so beautifully. And that's the energy I feel for you, Liz. And your other card, it says honor loyalty. Look at this. You have a elemental companion that also walks with you on your journey. But loyalty, this is about loyalty in so many levels. Loyalty, I'm hearing here, loyalty to yourself, to nurturing, to healing. It's what's going to carry you through the difficult times, because you have a beautiful dawning ahead of you, and you need to be preparing yourself for that energetically. You need to mind your thoughts, mind your words, and ask each and every day for your vibrational energy to be raised and ask to be guided by your guides through messages for highest good. They are waiting to work with you. So, wow, on that energy and that story, Liz, that came from I don't know where, but I feel like you need to start getting excited for something. Just start. Once you live in that emotion of excitement, it draws that in that much quicker. I'm living proof for that. So that's my story for you tonight, Liz. I hope there's a message in there for you. Yeah. So, whoo, it's only a year back I got to know about personal spirit. Yeah. Oh my
Hi,
gosh. Hey, Jen.
Yeah, and Kelly's here.
Kelly's here. Hi, Kelly.
Yeah.
Kelly Healer.
Yes.
Oh my
Oh, I
gosh.
loved her predictions. Oh my
I
goodness.
need to be with
Yeah.
Callie.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay.
most
We
definitely.
have now, we
Okay.
have Amanda Carroll, right?
Okay. Oh my gosh. We have Amanda. Yes, we have Amanda. And
We're
right
doing
now,
one card.
yeah, we're going to start doing one cards because we're working on almost 3 hours here.
Well,
So,
the interesting thing, Amanda Carroll, is that I pulled two cards for you, and they both say abundance. So I'm going to take this one has a tree on it, and this one has air balloons. And so I'm going to talk to you a little bit about abundance. I think that you have abundance coming your way. Um, Now, most people, when they think of abundance, they think of money. But there are a lot of there are a lot of things that I think about with abundance. Um, there is the abundance of being comfortable. Uh, but when we embrace abundance, when you think about what you want, whether it's something that is a physical thing or a spiritual thing, in order to manifest it, you must believe you already have it. And this is so important because it's kind of like, years ago when I was a little girl, we were in Las Vegas. And back then, I don't know how it is now, but back then you could be on the floor with your parents when you were little. I was like 8 years old. And my mother, when she would do the slots, she'd put the money in and she'd go like this with her hand and, do it. And she'd do this. And my father said, "How do you expect to win anything if you're thinking so negatively?" And that's kind of a story about, what it is to find abundance. You have to believe you already have it. And so you have to be grateful for what you already have, and you have to manifest it. And I think that your angels and your guides are encouraging you to manifest what you want, uh, the type of abundance that you want in your life, and then to go for it and believe you already have it. And that's what I have for you, Amanda.
you cheated. But
Well,
it's
it was the
funny. They're
same
the
thing.
same
I was just
card.
saying it's like a double
I
whammy.
just love when that happens. All right. So, um, okay. I'm just Amanda. The card I pulled for you is stunning. Look at that image. Talk about a fairy priestess energy. Oh my
Mm.
gosh, it's beautiful. It says heart path. It says it's not worth pursuing a path without passion. Now, if I try to say that really fast, I would have on that one. This road will only lead you to uncertainty and frustration if you're not riding with passion. It says, follow your heart and you can't go wrong. Did she not just say that a moment ago? Hang on. Somebody said something so similar just a moment. Um, Anna, I'm not removing your name, dear. We're doing one card readings. Goodness. Well, anyways, there was something like that earlier. Okay. So, Amanda, I'm looking at this image. I'm going to read this image. First of all, having your heart space and putting that I think I'm getting tired. I'm okay. I can't seem to find words today, but I'm gonna say that ethereal light. You start from your heart space and you make it grow. This is for everybody, especially if you're on a spiritual journey trying to learn to connect with source energy. There I go, source energy. You start with that spark and then you visualize that spark just growing ever larger and larger and larger till it encompasses your whole body. You are then in spiritual space. You're in that sacred space, that protective space. This was talking about the heart path. That's why I went there. And over her heart is the butterfly, which is about transformation. So, oh my gosh, Amanda, the transformation in your heart space for spring through summer is such an enormous one that her now third eye is illuminated. So, I think some sort of new ascension to like the next phase of your spiritual journey is going to be happening for you if you so choose to take that journey. But I feel when you do, I won't say you should, but when you do, if you choose to, I feel like you have the ability to manifest anything, to send out love and healing to anyone. It's powerful. I feel a lot of powerful energy, and I feel like that is part of your heart's path, is to help others and assist others by healing. And you do this through this crown. I'm going to say crown chakra too, because I feel like her crown chakra is also illuminated. But wonderful, wonderful energy coming your way, Amanda. And like it says, follow your heart, follow your intuition, and you can't go wrong. So there's my story for Amanda. That one card reading, I hope it was a good story for you.
You know what I was thinking about when you were talking about that sacred space? It just came to me. You know, we all talk about our sacred spaces and wanting to have a sacred space and fixing it up and everything.
Uh-huh.
But it isn't sacred until you bring spirit into it. I mean, you can have all the crystals and you can have all the decks and you can have all the guidebooks and just everything. Don't bring spirit into it. It's not a spiritual.
It's not a sacred space.
You know?
You have to love it.
Yes. Okay. And you have to do the work.
Right.
Okay, we have.
So I need to know if Polly's still here and Tasha.
Polly and then Tasha. Let's see, where's Tasha? Oh, there she is.
So before we pull cards, let's see if they're here. So Polly, Tasha. Polly's here. Okay. Tasha, are you still here? And Polly, Tasha, we have Dragon Queen and Anna still. So you're all here. Let us know. And yeah, Callie's like, isn't it wonderful when that happens? It's just amazing. Amanda says, I'm also a manifester in human design. Of course you are. Of course you are. Let's read for Polly.
Yes.
And I feel bad.
I have one card for Polly.
Okay, Polly.
And I love this card for you. It is the card of emerging. And I want you to look at this, Polly. When I think of emerging, it's like a blossoming, you know, like there's this brand new shoot that's come up from Mother Gaia, and the butterflies are around it. There's joy. There's light in the forest. It's lit up. There is darkness, but there is also light. And I see you emerging into light and joy. And Spirit wants you to trust the process. And that when you look outside this spring and you see things like new shoots coming up, to reflect on that, that is what is happening to you. And I think if you see butterflies this season, it is confirmation that you are where you're supposed to be. And I love that for you. And as you emerge, you need to embrace. That's what I have for you.
Love that.
Emerge.
It's very similar to the message I'm getting.
Pardon me?
Very similar to the message I'm getting here. Okay, you got the Moonflower Sprite, dear Polly. I just want to say, Polly, saying your name, looking at your name, it just brings me joy. I just wanted you to know, it's like a very joyful. So I just wonder, are you that joyful character, in life? Are you the ones that people love to be around because they love your energy? Because you no matter how tough things get, you find a moment of joy. Or no matter how a person next to you, if they're feeling lower energy, you bring that spark of joy to them and you don't realize it. I think you do it unknowingly. And so I think that message came through me because the universe wants you to know that you matter. And I don't know why that hit me the way it just did. It's like, it's important that you matter. But anyway, this Moonflower, this little joy, okay, this does say you are safe. But the message I got from this is you taking some time to go out next to a tree. And I don't know if there's a particular tree that you are always drawn to. Let me know if that's true. But go out to a tree, sitting by this tree, sitting there. As you're sitting there, you unknowingly are grounding. And you are unknowingly catching the attention of the elementals around you. They're very fascinated by your energy. And I don't know, do you have this? I don't know if you have a garden, but I feel like you need to have at least one plant to nurture, to help blossom and grow, because that will be a moment of equal exchange of energy that you need. I see this sprite as such a solemn, she's so peaceful right now as she's sitting next to this tree and holding these flowers, because she appreciates the life of an energy that went into these flowers, into life itself, Mother Nature. And just know that you are safe. And the other message here is, if you start meditating, you make sure you're asking for protection while you are traveling in the ethereal plane. And my goodness, that's the message I get for you, Polly. It's just, I wish you could feel the energy I'm feeling right now. It's such a wonderful story for you. I just love it. I just love it. Okay. Yeah. Woo! Wow, that one got to me. Thank you for letting us read for you.
Beautiful, beautiful.
All right, so did Tasha say she was here? Tasha, oh my God, if you're listening, I am so sorry.
I don't see Tasha.
Yeah, okay. So then we have Dragon Queen, and we have Anna. You're very welcome, Holly. You're very welcome. You have wonderful energy, and I just, they're wanting you to recognize that. So.
Okay, so we got Dragon Queen, Anna, and then Brendan.
Yeah, poor Brendan. For those of you who don't know, Brendan is my son, and he can get a reading anytime. But I love it when he comes in. He supports me. He does get readings often, and today we just had new people in chat, and he understands when I put him, and as I said, ladies first. And so I just love him. So let's read for Anna. Anna's just got this beautiful picture here of a huge smile on her face, and I just love that. And then if Dragon comes in, we'll read for Dragon. And then we may have lost Maria, because I did tell her she came in so much later than everybody, and I might not get to her. But if she had stuck around, if you're here, Maria, say hi. You'll get a reading if you're here. Okay. What do you have for Anna?
I have the most beautiful card for Anna. And I don't know Anna, but I have watched her in the chat. And her card is the card of radiance. And I want you to look at this card.
Wow.
And this is a phoenix rising up. And I don't know how your life has gone. I don't know if you have crashed and burned at one time, but we all do that from time to time.
Even if it's energetically.
Yes, yes. But your energy is absolutely amazing. You are like a phoenix. And I want you to just look at the light in this card and the beauty of it. And your radiance is like a beacon that draws people to you. So what you say and what you do are important, because your energy is one of a being of light. And that's what we all strive to be. And even when you are feeling down or your energy is low, you still have this radiance that draws people to you. Because not only do you have the light, you care. And people know when you genuinely care or not. You're not just mouthing the words. You are a beautiful soul. And the universe is acknowledging this to you. And it's like you are a creation of Spirit's light. That's what I'm seeing for you. And being a light has a certain responsibility. You have to work on your spirituality and work on your connection with Spirit, your angels, and your guides, so that you are radiating the best, most positive, beautiful light that you possibly can. And that's what I have for you, Anna.
Beautiful, beautiful card, because before you showed it, I'm just picturing such beautiful energy coming from Anna.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing space with us, Anna. Yeah. I'm looking at this elemental card, and what joy it brought me. Before I read what it says, look at that. Can you see it? That made me think, oh my God, when you go out into nature, you have elementals just like almost like pushing each other out of the way so they could see your energy. You have such beautiful energy. And I have to show you. We'll put it up again. This is so adorable to me. It is so adorable that that you are just loved amongst the elementals, and you have no idea. Every time you go outside, they are drawn to your energy. And this is all I'm getting from just the image itself. I feel like, okay, so in this image, I'm getting the feeling it's mother, 2 children. So I don't know, Anna, if you are a mother of 2 children, even if they're fur babies. I'm curious to know. But it's almost like past life energy. You are a mother, you were an elemental, and you had 2 babies then. So bringing forth everybody, you can call upon your past life energies and ask for those best parts and the knowledge and wisdom that you behold from your past life to emerge forward and come assist you in life today. But let me read the card itself. It says, without agenda. Oh, by the way, it says, oh, the forest pixies. Pure love and everything you've dreamed of will happen when you're ready to give love without expecting anything in return. This is called unconditional love. Um, True givers receive. And I feel like you are that giver. And in saying so, I think you need to put sometimes an energetic bubble around you. I like to say a semi impermeable bubble. Only love and light energies may enter this bubble, and all lower energies be deflected away, because I feel like you are very empathic, and empaths absorb the energies of others. And you want to protect that energy of yours because it's so bright and beautiful that you attract people who are in need of some unconditional love and some energy, and they don't always mean to, but they take your energy away. And so it's very be mindful of this, and to always remember to replenish your energy, Anna. But oh my gosh, this is so beautiful, this cute energy I'm seeing. So the universe, the angels, the elementals know what a giver you are, what a person of unconditional love you are, and they just want you to hear it from them through me. That your efforts throughout lifetimes has been duly noted, and in your rewards in return are getting attract people of the same vibrational energy as you. And yeah, so Anna, that's my story for you. And thank you for letting us read for you. That's beautiful.
Yes.
That's beautiful. So
She says yes, and I'm not paid for the service.
let me get up to chat here. So, wait, that's not chat. That's starring people. Okay. Robert Sprite. Oh, look at that. We have a Sprite in the midst.
Yes.
Tinkerbell is my girl. Anna says, I need to hear this, and I can't thank you both enough. Thank you for letting you share energy with us anyway. She finally put up her bubble. Oh my gosh. Okay. So must be raining. Wait, I'm under the green leaf. It's raining. Oh, cute. Do you know Mr. Robert?
I do not.
Oh, hello, Mr. Robert. Welcome to the channel. My goodness. Shall we give Robert a reading, the one card reading, and then make that our closing reading, and then maybe we'll do a collective?
You Rob, are you up for a reading?
Oh my gosh. So everyone, thank you again for sharing space. Those of us who've hung out with us for 3 hours, we try never to go this long because energy starts depleting, but I kept asking for my energy to be raised, and I've enjoyed reading for everybody. And for those of you, again, who only got, when we got down to the one card reading, I hope that one card reading still had a good message for you, creating a wonderful preface to your life's story. We love reading for you. And so I've got names down for those of you who didn't get a reading, but they had to leave. And those of you who only got one card reading, and for sure next time on my channel. What shirt are you wearing? Would it be green? Because you have green hearts there. Oh, Brandon. Brendan. You made me say my son's name wrong. Brandon. Did you pull a card for Robert already?
Yeah, but we got to do Brendan.
Well, if you pulled a card for Robert, just go ahead and
Okay.
He
The
says he
card.
doesn't want a reading, but since you pulled one, pull.
He says he doesn't want one.
He said, no, thank you. What shirt am I
Oh,
wearing?
okay. Well, then I'll put it back and we'll pull one for Brendan.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. All right. But if you
I
change
mean,
your mind, Robert, one card readings are awesome. But so Robert, I guessed green just because you had green hearts, but I feel like it's yellow with white stripes. All right, Brendan. Brendan, are you sleeping? Poor guy. Brendan, are you here? Do I have to text you? Don't make Mama text you.
Oh, well, he may not be here.
I'm gonna text you. Poor guy. He's been waiting for 3 hours. Give me a moment. Oh, he's here. I don't have to text him.
Okay. Well, the one card that I got for Brendan, I love it, is the card of gratitude. And I think this is a card for all of us. This is a good collective card too. But I think it is so important for us to embrace gratitude and be thankful for what we have, and hold space for those that don't have what we have. People in countries that are war torn, and there's strife, where we, I mean, I think we have problems, but we're safe, and we need to be truly grateful for that. And when I look at this card, Brendan, I think of, this is an elderly woman, and she's looking up at the stars, and she's just reflecting. She may not have anything. I mean, she has the clothes on her back. We don't know. This is just a picture of a card. But let's just say she doesn't have anything materially, and yet her heart is full of gratitude. And there is a certain beauty and a certain light in that. And I think that as you go forward, I know that you're going to be graduating from college, that just be grateful for your path and everything that you find on it, because you're going to do so well. You're going to do so well. You're going to make your mama proud. And I love that for you.
All right, Kelly's leaving. I just want to say hi, Kelly. Thank you for popping in. And Dragon popped back in. So if you're okay, I'm okay with doing that.
Okay.
Okay. And then I think Robert does want a card.
Okay. Well, let me find the card I pulled for it.
Some sugar and wine tonight. All right, the card for Brendan. I love this. This is an elemental, but does hold the energy of dear Yoda. So just by image alone, this just looks like, if I didn't know you myself, I would say you're a person with an old soul. You're mature beyond your years. The wisdom in the eyes. Now these eyes, okay, I'm reading him like I don't know him. Just looking at this image, the eyes have so much compassion and love that I feel like he's almost a little sorrowful for the world around him, for the people who are not in touch with their inner spirit, their heart. He is filled with compassion and wants nothing but love for all, love for all. So that's just, I mean, look at this image and tell me you don't feel that compassion in the eyes. These are spooky. This AI business. I'm not a huge fan of AI because it's spooky. Those look too real. But anyways, the card itself says no debate. You don't need to do anything to be more worthy. You are valuable regardless your circumstances. You always have been and always will be. It is not up for debate. So that's a perfect message with Nancy's message. But just know that you are all that and a Slurpee too. So you are so loved by your companions and stuff. Yeah, it's just beautiful energy. That's my story for Brendan, and I'm sticking to it.
Who is next?
All right. Well, Dragon was next because he was on my list, and then Robert did mention something about. I hope Oracle, so I'm assuming that means he would like a fairy reading.
Okay.
So, all right, Dragon. Hey, Dragon. Okay. Thank you for popping back. You still here, Dragon? Dragon, say hi. Please be aware of kitties. Anna. All right. There could be a delay, so I'm waiting for.
Ooh, yeah. Ooh, excuse me. Ooh.
Well, he popped back in. Dragon Queen popped back in. Why don't I get me?
Well, do we want to read for Robert?
Let's go ahead and read for Dragon just in case there's this huge delay.
Oh, okay.
So Dragon, Dragon,
well,
Dragon.
The card that I got for Dragon is great.
Wow.
And the affirmation for this Dragon is, I graciously accept the infinite love of the universe. And I don't think that we can possibly, in our human minds, in our human bodies, I don't think that it is possible for us to realize the depth of the love that our angels and guides feel for us and our ancestors. It is pure and it is faithful, and it never wavers, even when we mess up or even do something horrible. If you know, they love us unconditionally, and unconditional love is a beautiful thing. My mother taught me about unconditional love, and I strive to live unconditionally. And that is what our spiritual team does. That's what your spiritual team does. And just know that wherever you go, whatever you do, your team, you are filled with the grace of unconditional love. And that's what I have for you, Dragon.
Diane G just popped in.
Hey. Hey.
Okay, so Dragon Queen. Okay. All right, so I got a card that came out with another. I know we're only going to do one reading, so I'll do them together. I can do that. This says let go. Okay, so this is saying that there's some people in your life that are like energy vampires, and it's time for you to let those people go. Cutting your energetic cord to these people, and you know who they are. So that's a very important message here, because life is a gift. Life is a gift, and here's the message for you. Life is unfolding for you. So seize the day and make the most of every chance to be true to yourself and live life to the fullest. It's time to cut out all the noise. So you yourself know who is draining your energy, and you can call upon Archangel Michael. Everybody can do this, to sever any energetic cords that no longer serve your highest good. And when you do that, you don't have to tell that person, go away, I don't want to be in your presence anymore. It'll happen naturally. So yeah, so there's your quickie message if you're listening. And so we're reading for Robert Sprite, and unfortunately, he's the last person we're reading for tonight, other than the collective. Tracy, I'm so sorry. We've been on over 3 hours, and I have to feed my man cubs. And Tracy, I will write your name down, and the next time I'm hosting a show, please pop in. Hit the bell so you know when I come on, and I'll be sure you are among the first because I got about 6 people or more. We've been on for so long. But we'll do a collective, so please stick around for this collective reading, Tracy. And then I'm putting you here. Because I do that. I remember, I take names, and I make sure you get a reading. So, Robert, what'd you get for Robert?
I got my favorite card in this deck for Robert. And
Really?
It's the card that says believe. And
That's
Robert, I want you to.
Beautiful.
You know, there is something about a childlike faith. For any of us that have had little children, you know, they are so pure and so fresh. And they believe in magic. They believe in good, and they believe that they can travel to the stars when they look at them. And this card for you, Robert, is anything is possible. And just to believe in yourself, believe that you are never alone. Believe that your angels and your guides, they have you covered. And just don't ever forget that. You know, if you have a time when you're feeling low, just remember how much they love you, and that anything is possible.
All right, Robert, you've got this wonderful looking sprite here. This is the night elf. Something magical happens at night around you, Robert. I'm not talking about any kind of wild parties. This says trust your feelings. Okay, here's your message, Robert. You are unique. Your destiny is waiting for you to write your story and pave your own path. Follow your heart and don't let others dictate who you should be. So this is telling me that throughout your life, you may have heard things from childhood on up that have allowed self-limiting beliefs to come to the surface for you. This is saying, no, those are not true stories for you. You create your own story, Robert. And let me get into this image just a little bit more. Okay, this night elf, the message, please. So if you ever go out into the garden, into your backyard, if you have one, patio, whatever, at night, these elementals, they're watching you. And hang on. I just heard this one saying, Robert, you know who you are. You are a spark of light to others that you're not even realizing that you are. You have this way about you that bring okay, I was gonna say bring joy, but you have these people that like, so it's like you're an interesting character. You make people laugh, and they're just like, yep, that's Robert. That's what I just envisioned. So oh my gosh, that was so funny. You are a unique individual. I feel like it. That looks like a relative. You are a unique individual, and but it's the night sprites, the night fae, the night elves that they want you to go out at night, bring an offering, light a candle for them, bring some honey. They love honey. Cookies, I heard cookies. Do you have honey cookies? Now I'm picturing pecan sandies. Oh, this is so funny what I'm having right now. Um, I'll have what you're having. So, what brings you joy? They want some of that as well. This is what is coming to me. This is so funny. I'm having fun with this image. Um, but it's like, now, Robert, you know who you are. Right. Okay. So, but the word trusting your feelings, you are intuitive, and do you know this, or you just think things are coincidences? Because there are no coincidences, and you need to trust your feelings. That's your intuition, trusting your intuition to move your path forward. So this is so funny to me. I got the funniest messages. Um, yeah. So nighttime garden candle cookies. Preferably cookies that have honey in it. So, Robert, I hope you enjoyed that story. That was funny for me. It was fun, and I loved it. And thank you for letting us read for you. Thank you for popping in
Yes.
at the last minute, letting
Yes.
us read for
Thank you,
you.
Robert.
I love that. I love that. So, Anna says I'd sit with a possum and skunks at night. Maybe some. I love. Supposedly, my spirit animal is a skunk. So gotta love. And what is it? Flower in Bambi. His name is Flower.
Aw.
All right,
Yeah.
Nancy, do you have a collective reading?
I do.
Collective
I have two
card.
cards.
All right, team, hang on.
Okay, the first one we're going to start with from the two cards from the Sufi Tarot. The first one is Salik, which is the Fool. And when we look at her, she is starting her journey. But this isn't like a journey from here to there. This is a journey of her soul. It's a spiritual journey. And she represents in this card a childlike innocence. And her soul is in search of truth. And the beautiful thing about her is that she has complete trust in the divine. She doesn't question. She's filled with joy, and she's carrying in her bag. That is her bag of truth. Okay. Now the second card is the Murshida, and the Murshida is the high priestess. This is our fool after she has finished her journey and come back with all of her knowledge and become the high priestess. She's conquered herself through contemplation and meditation, through spiritual communion, and she represents an energy that is being and not doing. And these two together show our two aspects, where we're seeking and where we have found. And I love that for us because we're all on a fool's journey, and hopefully as we go through the different stages of our life and our journeys, we garner wisdom. Wrong card. We garner wisdom and a strong belief in ourselves and a strong communion with our angels and guides and ancestors. And that's what
Beautiful.
I have, Ginger.
Okay. Well, you pulled two. I had to pull another.
Well, I just had to because I was telling a story.
Yes. Those are such beautiful cards too, and the stories you get from them. Beautiful. All right, so I have if Robert Sprite had a card made after him, I feel like that's his energy right there.
Oh yeah. There he is. There's Robert.
There's Robert. Okay. Anyway,
Yeah.
this message, that's the fairy prince, by the way. It says receiving it all. Okay, everyone who's listening, who watches back, who watches this in the future, you deserve to receive abundance at full capacity. Believe in your worth and trust that the universe is ready to deliver all that you deserve. Be open and receptive to this. Some of us are going through life feeling a little less than, and we forget the magic within us. We forget all these hurdles we've come across. We are so strong and don't even give ourselves credit for this. We deserve so much, yet we feel we're undeserving. This is a time to. I just heard, nay, nay, my friend,
Your
nay.
fairies, those fairies within you are all riled up.
They are. Oh my gosh, that was so funny. I totally heard nay. Nay, my friends. If we all take a moment, sit in silence, or have some wind, like me, I love to have wind chimes going off, As we sit in silence, our inner peace is what I'm saying. If we reflect on what we've gone through, how we've moved past it, how we've become stronger, how we know those lessons are to put up where and when to put up our boundaries. Think of all we've accomplished, things that we did when we were young, the good things, the things that we're embarrassed about. It's all a learning lesson for us all. And if we have learned these lessons, we are worthy. We are deserving of special, unique little gifts from the universe, from Mother Gaia. Oh my gosh, I'm just like on my soapbox. Hello. Hello. we we are so deserving of all things happy, but it's up to us to be open and receptive to this happy. And no matter how, you know, sometimes I start my days feeling a little less than, and I ask for this day to bring all things happy my way. And if he's just one thing to make me smile, I'm deserving of that smile. And the magic that surrounds us all, we are deserving of so much more, but we block it, and we don't mean to block it. We subconsciously block it. It's time to open up and say, I am an open and receptive to the abundance of happy in my life. And let me step off that soapbox because I'll get emotional. We are all deserving of that. And my second card just backs it up. Actually, it doesn't. It's a beautiful fairy. And what it says is this is the mischief fairy, the fairy of mischief. This is what we need. Find joy in the unexpected, in the littlest things of life. I remember one time going to a zoo, and we're looking at these zoo animals, and I hear some rustling, and I see a little mouse. I'm like, look at the cute little mouse. And my friend, leave it to Ginger. We're in a zoo of all these great animals, yet she notices that little mouse. Notice the little unique flowers when I'm walking along the path that I've never seen before. But if you take the time to be open and receptive to all the energies that surround us. Amanda says it's 333 there. I mean, you can't get more profound than that. Just everybody know, and we take things so seriously, and often we have to, but we have to add a little mischief in our lives here and there. Do the unexpected, some things that that you yourself won't expect that you would do. Make sure it's safe. Make sure it's safe. Do things that bring in happy. We're all deserving of all things happy. So that is my closing message to everyone who needs to hear it. So, I know. Oh my gosh, Karen. We planned on being on. I planned 5 o'clock. Here it is 6:34 in my world. And oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Thank you, everyone who's been with us the whole time. Some have popped out and come back in, like beautiful Karen here. That just warms my heart that you love us and we love you. And I just, oh my gosh, this is a record. Even it beats our jammy night, jammy time.
Yes,
So
yeah.
I hope everyone who hears that message takes it to heart. I even needed to hear it myself. And just know that we just really appreciate all of you and your energy, your support, and we just send you so much love and blessings. And
Yes.
I wish you many, many days of happy, all things happy. She did her whole yard in the meantime,
Oh
which is
my
so
gosh.
much. Oh my God,
And
Gary.
here we were
Um,
just hanging out.
we're just hanging out, just hanging.
Love
So,
it.
oh my gosh, Nancy, do
This
you
has
have
been
anything coming on?
this has been a blessing. Well, I'm not sure. I know I'm not sure about tomorrow. I don't know if I'm reading with Scott or not.
Okay.
But on Monday at 10 in the morning, I will be reading with Tara Stash and Jane the Seeker.
Oh, beautiful.
And then Monday at I think it's 4 or 5. I'm not sure of the time because Heather's moved it around a little bit. We'll be reading. Uh, we'll be doing the Divine Feminine show, and Selena, Essence of the Moon, is going to be there with us. She's the
Beautiful.
guest. So,
Mhm.
excuse me.
And everybody, if you can just take a quick moment to send Freya, Nancy's granddaughter, a little love and healing where she needs it most. She just got admitted to ER for appendicitis, and any extra healing energies would be
Yeah.
much appreciated.
She's up in her room. I asked my daughter if they had a view. She's at Children's Hospital, and she sent me a picture. It's a picture of the roof with all these rooms around it. It's just like tar.
The
So I
tar
said,
jungle.
close your eyes
Um,
and imagine it's an oasis.
right, right. Yeah. So I want to just take a moment to send everyone healing where they need it most.
Yes.
Even those who don't think they need it, I still send love and healing to you. So many days of happy. I don't even know what's coming up for me. It's in my calendar. You'll figure it out when you hit the bell. You know what I'm on, and
Yeah.
we just love your support. Please like, share, and subscribe if you haven't. Well, you have to. If you're in my chat, you've subscribed. And so we
Yeah.
really appreciate your subscriptions. We just appreciate the love most of all. I didn't realize I was going to have this journey. I was such a wallflower, shy, and here I am babbling about fairies on the world wide web here. So I
Well,
thank each and every one of you for sharing space with us.
I'm hoping that everybody in the chat realizes how closely associated you are to fairies.
And yet I have not seen one to date, except for the ones I keep in my house. Isn't that odd? I just so want to see fairy, and maybe I have and just not realize that's what it is, because they are in disguise, a lot of them. But I do feel that connection to Earth connection.
Mm-hmm.
So, but
This has been
Carmen,
wonderful. Thank you, Ginger.
thank you, Nancy. Beautiful decks as usual. Beautiful readings. Loving your angel readings. And until the next time, Nancy and I, we're trying to figure out every 2 weeks, Nancy and I together doing the whispers of heaven and earth. And I'm really enjoying it. We're trying to find that Goldilocks zone. Do we do a Saturday? Do we do an evening? And then once summer comes, I'm not working at school, but I do have to work a couple days. But
Yeah.
I'll have more time to do.
Yeah, put it in the chat after we're not live anymore. What time and days are good for y'all? Just
Yeah,
give Ginger an idea. You know?
Yeah, give me an idea. What, is there a Goldilocks zone for everyone? Saturday, obviously, Saturday must be one Goldilocks zone because here we are 3 hours and 39 minutes later, still on talking to everybody. So, um, much love to all. I send you off with fairy blessings and a fairy butt, too. Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everyone.